Yeah, dude, not to keep talking about the weather, but it's going to be 39 degrees in here tonight, and it made me think about Dan. I wonder how he's doing in his lifeguard school with
Well,
all
hey,
those classes.
he told me he had to do the polar bear plunge today as part of the certification. He was scared to death.
Did he? Did he buy that new fucking high-tech snorkel he was talking about?
Yeah, that's why he was selling it. He sold all his third-party stuff to get it.
That's what he was customizing.
Yeah. He put flames and pinstripes on it. Hey, what's up, party people? Welcome to Enter the Realm, episode 28, the Realm of Collectors video podcast. Joining me tonight is our somewhat usual, not really, group of people, and a couple special guests. I'm Chris. Let's go across my screen here. First I've got is Jabotron.
Yo, what's up, guys? AKA Just One.
That's right.
That's it.
Next up is our frequent contributor to the Realm of Collectors media, Mr. Acemilo.
What's up? I forgot to put my lower third on, so I'll be doing that now. Hi.
It's always about you.
Professionalism.
That's right.
Professional.
Up next is the one, the only, the infamous Dust Mite's in the house.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
And making his return to ETR after his return to the internets here, Victory Saber. What's up, James?
Not much. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you. Let's get into some what'd you get this week. Jis, what'd you get?
Oh, I got the Bad Cube Sun Surge, AKA Sun Streaker. And he should be called Suck Streaker.
Oh, snap.
Burn. So you're saying you don't like it?
I do not like it.
Well.
Yeah, that's for, I could get into more words, but...
More words, you say? So
if I could say one word about it, it would be unlike.
Well, you said a couple more words. Is that all you got?
That's all I got right now.
No. Hold on. We're gonna go into this. I don't want to stop everybody's fucking what you get, but you had a little bit more to say.
Do you want to do this last? You want to go through everybody else, or you want to just do this now?
I don't know. I think we should do this now.
I think you can do it now. Well, the momentum is here.
Fuck it. Let's do it now. And if everybody knows, we have a little chat room that we keep open all week long so we could discuss topics and whatnot and normal shenanigans we do. And I'm just going to try to read this as best as I can through here. Out of the blue, we get a Just saying, man, I really dislike Sun Surge. And I said, talk to us, Just. Get it off your chest. The transformation, question mark? And then Chris says, Dan can buy it for a custom. Now, I'm not going to go through everything, but these are the funny things. And Jay said, how are the ankle tilts? And Just says, what tilts? Fucking dumb figure with these big-ass platypus feet. So, that's where I said, wait a minute, there's something going on here. The lower knee joints are the worst. And he is ranting. This is just non-stop. The transformation didn't bother me. I understand you have to do what you have to do to get there. But the figure looks like shit. And I continue. The shoulder joints stick out too far. All the proportions are wonky, and there's only half a head. I'm trying to say this like I think that this is how I read it when I was in the chat. The chest is too small and the feet are too big. It looks terrible in bot mode, but the vehicle mode looks dope.
It did look good. I still think it does.
So will this be your first figure that'll stay in car mode all the time?
Not until I'll talk about that later. Maybe.
I gotcha.
Maybe.
Then Ace chirps in. The knees are bad? The fucking feet kill me, he says. It's not as hateful when you display it from far away from Sideswipe, but man, next to each other he looks so fucking bad. And you want them next to each other, otherwise what's the fucking point?
Yeah, but is that wrong? Don't you want them next to each other?
Shut up. Dude! Tiger Tracks is a better Sunstreaker than this fucking thing is. And then, of course, Chris pops in there like, Good. Let the hate pour. This is exactly what he said. Back to gist. Don't get me started on that motherfucking Chip quote little kid in his dad's wheelchair unquote chase. His face looks like he spends most of his days huffing spray paint. Maybe that's why he can't walk.
God.
Probably.
It's right here, people. It's cool that they included a landmine feature, though. You can reenact Chip stepping on it and have his limbs to go everywhere.
Oh, boy.
Jesus, for $100, you could have added one pin through his fucking hips and taken away one swivel from any panel on the bot. I love that you're using the G1 toy as a comparison, though.
No, well, hold on, because Jay Ruse then posted all these photos about Sideswipe and how Sunsurge makes a good. I'm sorry, how Sunsurge makes a good Sunstreaker, and he posted the G1 photo of the G1 bot, and then I said,
even the G1 had smaller feet.
It did.
I don't know. I just feel like he's more chug. He fits better with Invisible than he does Sphinx. Ooh.
That's true.
I hope Omnigonics comes through.
Really?
Wow.
I didn't read that.
Oh.
I do hope they come through at this point.
It continues, guys, and I don't want to mean to ramble. As of right now, Brawny is Bad Q's best figure. I love Brawny. And then A says, Huff? Huff isn't bad either, but Brawny is better. I haven't messed with the Insecticons, but so far this is their worst fig.
It is.
Shout out to Asian Kid Matt.
I think Generation Springer is better than Sunsurge. Wow.
It is.
You were fucking paturn, you were taking shots. Oh yeah. Pow, pow.
Now, I will say that I have messed with it a few more times since then, and while I still hate it, it's not that hateful. But Go ahead.
Quote unquote, it may be the first figure that I hate.
Yeah, it really is. It really is. Like,
okay, another quote. Trax is better.
And I still stand by that. I like Trax.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm out. I'm done. So that was the Jisk Rampage on Sunsurge.
Can't wait for the one on Omni.
And I want to make that, like, it does, for those of you that haven't gotten it, but you have other Bad Cube products, you know that they have 8 million swivels in twisty parts in little panels that have to fold up and rock, which is fine. But for all of those, and then you give me this Chip Chase where literally its legs are just on this little tiny, like, peg, and they fall off.
It was an extra. It was an extra.
And it does. The wheelchair is so big.
It's an extra. You got to think of it. You just push it to the side, like Raul with the.
Raul looks better.
With the boom box and all that.
He does look like he huffed glue, though.
Do you think now that these figures that they need to have to come with these extras because they know that it's subpar, it's not up to what all the other guys are doing?
I think it's just them trying to justify. Like, dude, this figure should have been $75, bro. Even with Chip Chase, should have been $75. Gee. Look at all the crap that Trax came with, and I'm just saying, Trax came with the Raoul, whether you like it or not. It came with the little blaster, again, whether you like it, the little dick missile or whatever the thing is. And it's good.
That's a Facebook group, by the way.
Is it really?
Yes.
And
I'm in it.
And it was $70 or whatever. So this thing it's just.
Actually, it was $38, depending if you were a smart shopper or not.
Yeah, that's true. And in my opinion, Sunsurge is misleading because, and you'll see it in the spotlight that we did tonight. The photos look amazing, but it's deceiving when you get it in hand and he's got these fucking duck feet and this little way. It's like he's like got a man's lower torso and a man's legs in a child's body.
All I'm gonna say is stay tuned for Figure Banging very soon.
But look, and again, it's not terrible, but.
So they were going off the hype of everyone wanting a Sunstreaker, and then we got this.
Well, I think what it was is they saw how much uproar had been about the Omnigonics one, and then they said, well, we can whip one out real quick and beat them to it, and here we are. So.
And I just look at it like, again, not to keep harping on it, but let me just say one more thing. If I'm correct, Sunstreaker is supposed to be a little bit bigger than.
A little taller, very little.
Okay, so that's all right, but it just looks so scrawny. like compared to the Sideswipe, and I'm looking back at it, is so much more. It looks like it's the difference between like a dude that's 28. Sideswipe's a dude that's 28, just always at the gym, just lifting it up. And here comes Sunstreaker, this 21-year-old kid, first day in the gym, just all scrawny. His
LEDs
legs are all little, you know. It's the difference between like Chris. Well, that's never mind.
I think there's a special.
He's not the right size.
For that.
He's not the right size.
All right, Disc.
All right, sorry. That's it. That's all I got.
Moving on, if anyone forgot the segment we're on, it's What'd You Get? So, Acemilo.
Oh, I actually didn't get much. I also got Sun Surge. I got Dino, Yishni Sun Shi, Dino Shi, which is the 4th member of Fans Projects, Dino King Combiner. I got some 1/6 scale diorama stuff. That's about it.
Dust.
Sweet.
I got a happy birthday Sun Surge.
See, we didn't know all this.
And I don't know.
4 months ago.
I haven't. I got him as far as this. I've been very busy, and I got him as far as this. That's as far as I got. And after that rant, I don't know if.
Well, hold on. Jay Ruse, who's not here, if anybody hasn't noticed yet.
Oh, he's not here. Jay, where are you at?
He loves the figure.
Jay Ruse had to go through some sensitivity training in the workplace, and we'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. That's right.
Yep. But you're right. He's all about it.
He loves it. So.
Is that all you had, Dust?
Yeah, that's it, guys. But thank you very much. This was a birthday gift from you guys, and I really appreciate it. And I'm not going to fucking listen to what just says. I keep an open mind. I really enjoy what I've seen so far. And other than a transformation, or should I say the implosion, it's not really a transformation. It's an implosion, but I will definitely...
But before you open that, knowing what you know, Bad Cube, what's the best Bad Cube figure right now? Before you know you haven't messed with that, in your opinion.
My bet, yeah, I agree. Brawny is a dope figure. I like War Dog, but was it War Dog? Yeah, War Dog. Yeah. But Brawny was my better one from here.
Well, based on your bizarro opinion about Star Wars, you will probably absolutely love that figure.
Yeah, Bizarro, huh? Yep. So Bizarro.
Star Wars special.
We're gonna save that for fucking part 2 of this.
That's right.
Now the shine is gone. The luster isn't there. People are coming around. They're seeing my way.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're really not.
Yes, they are.
All right.
Mr. Hand floating in space.
All right, moving down the line here, James. What'd you get?
I just got a bunch of Play Arts Kai stuff.
Sweet.
So a lot of stuff from the Arkham games, and I went out and picked up a couple of Deathstroke figures from the game also, and I got the Lego Deathstroke Batman little set you can kind of see off there.
Nice. So
now,
what?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, what is that your first venture into the Play Arts Kai stuff, or have you been getting some of that?
I've cherry picked it. So I've gotten into it a little bit, but right now I'm going kind of full into it just because we'll get into that segment you guys have at the end, how we're kind of transitioning and stuff.
Okay.
So
I gotcha.
I was going to ask you, do you open your stuff too?
80% of it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, geez, there's a lot of stuff that looks like it's unopened behind me.
Well,
he's looking at the stock room behind you.
That's 20%. Jesus.
I've been away 4 months, so I have boxes and stuff that I need to get to, like Masterpiece, Road Rage, Clampdown, all that type of stuff. That's that was out a while back, and Vegeta from Big Arts. Yeah, I'm getting there slowly.
But you had tracks already?
I had tracks, yeah, but I like Road Rage. I hate the mold, but I had to get Road Rage just because I think
That's what I
she's
was
cool.
going to ask you, is what you thought about tracks.
Tracks is a piece of shit, but
God,
whatever.
it's terrible, man. It's the absolute worst fucking Masterpiece figure I ever fucking owned.
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Sweet.
I'd say I transformed it and immediately sold it to Dustmites with a damaged box.
Hey, he kicked it across the room, and I got that box.
Yeah, I was
He says he
mad.
doesn't kick it across the room, but he did kick it across the room.
That's right. All right, so it's my turn. Let's see. I got a Figure Arts Kylo Ren. Shout out to Dan Plastic Crack 36. I got a Black Series Ray and BB-8. It's the second run, the dirty BB-8. And I picked up another First Order Stormtrooper. I got an R2-D2 model, the Bandai model kit. And I think that's it. Oh, I got a brand new Realm of Collectors banner.
So that's sweet.
Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, man, I should have fucking wanted one.
Shut up, Gus. It would have been like $40 for you to add another one, but and I got some new ROC business cards / stickers we got.
Let me ask you real fast about that dirty BB-8 because you made it a point. I don't collect the figures, and so I just wanted more clarification. Is the second run they just dry brushed it or made it look like it was more weathered?
Yeah. So what they did with the Ray and BB-8 and with the Kylo Ren and with the Finn, I guess they actually listened and there was enough complaints about the paint apps and the molds that they actually updated some of them. The Ray has a different face. It's slightly different sculpt and it's better paint. The BB-8 they dry brushed it instead of looking just like the toy, the Sphero toy. It's dirty like it's supposed to be. The Kylo Ren, they really changed the robe around. If you look at the first run, Kylo Ren's the robe just kind of flows out everywhere like a freaking wedding dress. They went back and trimmed it so it's not so big, and they changed the face paint. At least on the Finn. Shout out to Ronan Kaufman. He's been posting a lot of this stuff. But that's what that's about.
So do you think it's that they just rushed to get all these figures out before the movie came out, just to create hype, and then went back and fixed them? Yeah.
That's exactly what it is. Yeah. They call the first run. They call them the Force Friday run. It was just they were just shoving stuff out. So, and now they, I guess, decided to take a little more time and make them a little better. So.
What does that do for the value of the figures later on? Just because it's a first run, it's still going to be worth more money?
I open all my figures, so I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, I was glad I found that Ray because I didn't get one originally, and they were going for about $35 on eBay for a while, but then they've re-released them, and I haven't seen anybody nitpicking over whether it's the first or second release.
I don't think people have caught on yet. Once they do, they'll probably start asking for scalper money big time for the first release.
Yeah. So, I don't even know. I guess the Kylo you can see in the package. I don't know. I haven't looked. I've seen Kylo pretty often lately. Either way.
I was just going to say real fast, it's funny to me, too, that people would want, just because it's the first run, they're going to pay more money for it, even though it's technically inferior to the next one that came out.
You're not wrong.
I understand. I just think it's funny to me, that whole idea of it's the first time it was issued. Well, because they fucked up on it.
Yeah.
They ripped it out.
Same thing with Matty Collector. They did that with the first run of He-Man, giving him that shitty pink eyes, or looking like he's drugged out or something. Then he did a second release. So yeah, people still want that drugged out looking eye.
Yeah,
so,
that's hilarious.
It's sort of like what KFC was trying to do with the Citizen Stack. Oh, we fucked up on the first one, but that's a collector's edition.
Because it's. Yep. All right.
All right. Let's get into some TV and movie news, as we do around about this time. It appears that Prison Break is coming back as a mini-series, similar to what they're doing with X-Files. The thing that I'm the most interested in to see about this is if you pay attention to the DC TV universe at all. The two main characters from Prison Break are villains in the DC comic TV universe. So I'm wondering how that's going to work out.
I never realized, I knew the main guy from Prison Break was that Captain Cold or whatever.
Yeah.
But I never realized, I'm just looking at the photo right now, that the second guy was his little gold gun, not the gold gun, what was his gun? The heat gun, right? Yeah, that's...
I thought that was really cool when they did that.
No, it was cool.
I was an old Prison Break fan, so when they did that, I was like, wow, that's pretty wild that they put them all together in that.
I have never seen a moment of Prison Break.
I got about... The first season was great, and I got about 3/4 through the second season, and I tapped out. And I tried to do it again and rewatch it, and I just didn't have the time to really put into it. But I think it got like 3 seasons in, or in the 3rd season they had the writer's strike.
And what was
Sounds
it?
about
Wasn't
right.
it about like he gets himself thrown in prison to help his dad or his brother break
His
out?
brother, he gets his brother help out because he knows his brother didn't do what they say he did.
And
And,
he's like
and
super smart.
the
or
dude's a
some shit.
super fucking genius, you know.
Right.
So, really, the first season was really fucking good. Second season, because they were on the run, it was good, but then it didn't keep my attention too long, and then that fucking writer's strike, which killed all the shows back then, came in, and I lost a lot of fucking attention to all those shows. Yeah, I just said fuck it, I can't do it, you know, because it was
So-
that bad. It was that bad during the writer's strike for a lot of shows.
So the guy who plays Captain Cold when he was on Prison Break, did he talk like this all the time?
He was it's not as out
Punchy.
there like that. You know, yeah. It's not like but he kind of had that. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? But it wasn't like how he talks on. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. He's like,
it's like a cross between the '60s Batman Penguin and like I don't even know.
Oscar Alonso's Terror.
There you
That
go.
way.
Shout out to Burgess Meredith.
Shout out
you
to
go.
Bruce Barrett, shout out to Oscar for his Terror. So it's in between that, you know.
God, he really hams it up. That's really bad. Like,
Yeah, but you know
I
what?
like the Flash, but-
I think that's the whole point. And with the Flash, it was supposed to be hammed up a little bit, you know.
because it was CW, or because that was the angle they were trying to go with it?
I can't tell you. I'm not even about. If it was CW, he'd be like, "Hi, how are you?" If it was CW's thing, "Hey, sweetheart, let me hold your hand."
Tell
But
me what's wrong.
I think that.
Coffee shop.
Yeah, I think it was more of a lesson, like to be like campy old school comic, you know.
Let's talk about your feelings.
I mean,
Unless we're totally all wrong, and that's how they think the guy should really fucking talk.
Well, let's ask another question about this. What do you guys think about? I mean, a show like Prison Break or The X-Files, that it's done its thing and it's been years, and they're going to bring it back and do, I'm assuming, like a 5-6 episode miniseries. What do y'all think about that?
I think it works better for X-Files than it does Prison Break, because at least X-Files has a following, it has a shit ton of stories, and it's like, oh, cool, what are they doing now? It's enough to kind of get everybody, put some feelers out there, and for lack
But
of
isn't
a better phrase,
isn't it coming to Netflix right after the miniseries? Isn't the miniseries just on Fox and the rest of it's on Netflix?
oh, for X-Files?
I'm pretty sure it's 5 or 6 episodes on Fox and the rest are on Netflix.
X-Files to me is like a Bond, like a James Bond. Like, you could just keep making stories. And
Yeah,
you
that's
could
pretty much
switch
what they
out-
did.
You could switch out the people that never, you have limitless possibilities.
What I think about both of those series were they both had lackluster endings.
Yeah.
So maybe
I was really into X-Files.
so it's like now maybe like later on they realized there was an audience. They didn't get what they wanted at the end. They didn't get what they wanted in the end, so maybe now.
Stop talking over me.
Nice.
I'm whistling over you.
Stop whistling over me, Chris. So maybe now they've realized that we didn't give them what they wanted, so maybe we could give them something now. But usually when they do that, the formula doesn't work, and it's actually worse than what they would have left it at. You know what I mean?
The ending of X-Files was really lackluster.
I had the X-Files figures from the movie McFarlane made.
You said X-Men.
I had those too, but I had the X-Files figures. Skulder and Mully. I have no idea what happened to him. Shout out to Skulder and Mully.
You know, Scully. Yeah, Scully. She's British.
Gillian Anderson's British?
She's
I
British.
don't think she's British. I think she just lives there now. and
No,
is
I've
taking
heard her
on-
talk. She was on Top Gear. I heard her talk, and she's straight up British.
Madonna's not British. Just make
Ah,
But she talks like she's British.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
I think.
Hello,
Hello, right, go.
I'm sure somebody in the chat is firing off about what she.
Where's Cotimus Prime? We need a Brit check. Is that a thing? I don't know.
That's a failure. Oh, hold up.
Cody is. You know what? I'm just gonna check right now. Hold on. Let me just check right now.
You're gonna IMDb that?
Gillian Anderson, British.
So I I wasn't ever a huge X-Files fan.
She's an American/British film and television.
Okay, well,
Slash.
she's like a fucking British person.
Hold on, I gotta dive deeper.
She's a
I'm
tea
going in.
sipper.
She's a
Going into
tease-
Wikipedia.
I'm a Transformer collector / douchebag.
Where was she born? She's born in Chicago. She's fucking American. Get the hell out of here with that accent.
Then she's got a fake British accent, and that's pretty fucking good.
Now I have to watch Top Gear just to make
Yep.
fun of her and comment on the video.
I mean, yeah. Let's see. When did she move? Moved to New York when she was 22. That's a fake ass accent. Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not saying it was legit, but I'm telling you she was.
Busted.
You hear that, Scully? We're calling you out. You ain't done shit since X-Files anyways.
I'll tell you what. Why don't we get her on the show, and then she can.
Hold on. After her birth, her parents moved to Puerto Rico for 15 months and then to England. All right. Never mind. I was wrong. I jumped the
She
gun.
lived in England,
Sorry,
she was-
Jillian.
Okay,
Sorry.
she was born in Chicago. Then they moved to Puerto Rico, and then they went to England by the time she was
Yeah,
18.
so-
By the time
alright.
she was like 16 months.
My
So
bad.
before she was 2, she was in England. So yeah,
and then
she's
she
British.
moved from, and then she moved in 22 to. All right. So my bad. Sorry, girl.
Okay, moving
Sorry,
on.
girl. we chill.
Moving on. FX is going to debut a show called Legion. It's an X-Men property. I'm not familiar with this. Dust, you had mentioned it? That you were
well-
familiar with this?
Yeah, well, Legion is Professor Xavier's son. Professor Xavier had a son with, what was that, Moira McTaggart? Or McTaggart, whatever you want to say.
Moira.
Moira.
Moira. I love that name, by the way, Moira.
It does say here that the series is not set in the X-Men film universe.
See, how is that going to fucking happen?
Okay, then that makes no sense.
Yeah. You know what? This is like really blowing me away because when I saw it in the fucking chat, I was like, wow, that could be pretty cool. And like, how are they gonna do it? All right, talk about it. Just what are they gonna do?
Is it a Fox
says
property?
that the series Legion takes place in a parallel universe, if you will, in which the U.S. government is in the early days of being aware that something called mutants exists, but the public is not.
So I guess it can't be Charles Xavier's son if it's before mutants. I don't.
They're just not setting it. They're not making any ties. Like they don't want it to cross over with the movies at all. It's going to be its own thing. So they'll probably fuck it up.
Yeah, of course. They get. Oh, man. So, all right, next.
That's Marvel for you.
Next. Is it a Marvel series or it's going to be a?
Well, it's a Fox series.
It's a Fox
It's
series, so
FX,
they
so
don't
it's
want
a-
anyone.
There you go on that one.
They don't want anyone to be a part of anything.
So yeah, and
Wow, I was really excited until I heard that.
So if it's supposed to come it says it's supposed to air sometime in 2016, which means it'll be out in October, like when all the new shows and shit start.
or in December after all the new shows fail. I don't know.
What's
FX has a pretty good run rate.
We've seen not only the pilot, but several episodes, and we're in the process of casting. Jeez, they're going to shoot that shit fast. I guess it's a
So
TV
Legion.
show. Yeah.
What was that series back in the '90s? Generation X.
Yes.
Didn't they have a live action? I think that's going to be exactly what this is. Gonna
That
be.
shit was fucking funny, and it
Julie.
was good at the same time. It was so good and so bad at the same time.
That was yeah.
What Max Headroom was the fucking villain, right? The guy that played Max Headroom.
I think so. Yeah.
He was the villain in that.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Shout
Say
out.
what now?
He's also the guy that played Max Headroom was also like the next door neighbor's kid's dad.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was.
Shrunk the
Holy
Kids.
shit, yes he was.
All
Don't
right.
You don't want to know how I know that, but
Alright, whatever.
So there's an online petition to get Judge Dredd made into a TV series instead of a sequel of the 2012 feature film Dredd.
Which is a fantastic movie, and everybody should go see
That's
it.
what I was going to say. Is actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I agree.
And they're using Daredevil and Jessica Jones as proof that it could work. Could retain all the violence, intensity, and character of the movie.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, if they did it on Netflix, you can do whatever you want. You got to think this isn't the TV. 5 years ago this conversation would have been dead in the water. But
Is it coming to Netflix? Is that what they were
no,
saying?
it's just there's a petition to.
They wanted
There's
to go
also
to
a
Netflix
petition-
or HBO or something.
Right, I saw that. I mean, and that's. Let me say this: I want HBO to pick up a comic book series because I think they'll do good. Again, depending on the series, but HBO has good writers. You can do whatever you want, and look at all their other series. Like, out of the hundreds of series that they have, they're all pretty decent. Like, there's never really any one that you're like, man, they did a bad job.
Did you ever see John from Cincinnati?
I never did. Was that one that was terrible?
I actually watched the whole season. But you Yost.
I'm surprised they don't pick up one of the lesser known comics. Like, was it Invincible?
Like Judge Dredd.
or Hellboy.
Are you joking? That sounded like a dickhead remark, and I don't know if you were trying to be a dick.
It wasn't.
He
About
doesn't-
Who, Ace?
He
Yeah, I
doesn't.
was just trying to
Wah, wah,
said-
wah,
said a
wah.
lesser known series like Invincible, and I'm assuming you're talking about the Image book Invincible.
The other fucking Robert Kirkman book.
Yeah, which is I don't think it's lesser known. It's great.
Lesser
So I was
known.
like,
Lesser known than Walking Dead.
Fucking.
well, now Walking Dead. I mean, do you think that Walking Dead is the comic? It was so known, and that's why they started to make a TV series about it, or just because it was a good story about zombies, and they're like, shit, let's.
Probably because it was a cheap pickup for them.
The comic was pretty well known at the time too, but not as big as it is now.
I'll tell you.
Shout out to Deuce Milo, Womp X2.
It wasn't well known outside the comic world because I wasn't reading comics at all.
I didn't hear about it until after.
And I didn't know about it till the show.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Invincible is good. You guys should check it out if you haven't.
Invincible. Which one is Invincible?
Invincible is written by Robert Kirkman as well.
Oh, you're
as
talking
well.
about the comic book.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yes, I'm familiar with that. I know it exists, I'll say.
Yeah,
Welcome
Ace
to the
was
show.
there.
Remember that it existed.
Welcome to Enter the Realm, Chris.
Well, hey, don't
yeah.
mess up my fondue high.
I would like HBO to make some kind of comic book series, just to see how they do.
That would be cool.
I support them doing that.
Wasn't there going to be a Watchmen or something? Someone was going to do a series on that.
I think it was supposed to be HBO, or
Yeah.
So
it never happened.
So you'll have to forgive me here. My mind just went blank. The guy who wrote The Watchmen, Alan.
More.
Yes. Have you ever seen any of y'all ever seen the episode of The Simpsons when the new comic book shop comes to town and Alan Moore is there?
Mm-hmm.
I have not.
I just saw it recently, and anyways, you should look it up if you haven't seen it. I don't know how to tell you to find it, but
Only
It should be on the FXX now app.
it is. Yeah, I watch.
Hulu, baby, Hulu.
Watch The Simpsons constantly. They've got every episode on there. Justice League versus Teen Titans. A cast has been revealed. The first image, which John Barenthal, who's playing Punisher, is the demon. This is an animated show, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know these characters, so. I'm a bad host for this show.
What you got? Fucking
Jason O'Mara is bad. Jerry O'Connell is in.
They're doing Nightwing and Robin in it, and Blue
Yeah,
Beetle.
yeah.
It's
yeah,
Damon.
Blue Beetle and
Yeah.
It's Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
Boy.
Damian Wayne.
They've actually got some pretty.
Beast Boy, Raven, Starfire.
Cyborg, Blue Beetle, yeah.
Was Harry Dawson gonna be Wonder
Yeah,
Woman?
it's the Damian Wayne. The Robin is Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
We've got some pretty decent named.
I want to
Wow, that's a pretty big cast.
It's going to be a Blu-ray DVD thingamajig. So it sees
the
Robin
DC
forced to work with the Titans after his volatile behavior botches a Justice League mission.
Yeah, that movie. That was the last DC movie they made. That one really wasn't that good. The DC animated stuff generally is fantastic, whereas their live action stuff isn't, and Marvel's the opposite way. Marvel's live action stuff is much better than their animated stuff.
This has had to be the first fucking time I agree with you, Deuce. I fucking 100% agree with you.
They should timestamp this.
Yeah. Everybody, write it down. No, honestly, yeah. Their fucking animated shit is off the hook, but live shit's whack.
There's very few bad animated DC stuff.
Yeah, but you know what? Marvel was killing it for a while, and they started getting too anime and too.
Yeah, there's like an Iron Man one that's like super anime.
Yeah, too obscure, and it just didn't catch. It just didn't fucking work. For me to say.
I don't know how this is going to go, though. Justice League versus Teen Titans. It seems like a rehash of what they already did in Young Justice, where the core team took on the Teen Titans. Well, this one's going to be Trigon's going to possess the Justice League, it says there. So Raven's daddy's going to possess the Leaguers, and then the Teen Titans have to take on their I don't know. It just seems.
It would have been better if it was Justice League versus Teen Titans Go.
You wrote.
Yeah, there you go.
James wrote the episode. You wrote the episode. That's what you're saying. That's what it is.
Justice League Unlimited versus Teen Titans Go. There you go.
That'd be good stuff right there. I guess this is. I thought this was a done deal, but I guess it's new news. There's a Punisher series in development.
Well, there was rumors because they always said they're like, oh well, he's gonna be on the show. They're definitely gonna make it. But now it's out there. They're starting to do it. It's
Right.
done.
The reason why I like this is I just like the fact that they're putting more shows out there, and they're serious shows. Like I always liked that their TV universe has been way more dark than like their movie universe.
Right.
I just hate that. Not that I hate that they're doing it this way, but it's like they're gambling on characters that like are on main characters or well-known characters that if they mess it up, you're like great. Like Fantastic Four, they messed up that movie and then they had to do it again.
And then they messed up that movie, they did it again, and then they messed up that movie.
Hey guys, oh, it's about Fantastic Four. Marvel Comics dropped it. It's done. You won't ever see Fantastic Four for a while in Marvel Comics.
That's okay.
They put the Fantastic Four in a different alternate universe, doing something different, and building on their family. They just wrote them out in the Secret Wars. They're done. They're done. They said, "Fuck you, Fox. We ain't gonna fucking promote your shit no more."
So if
Kill 'em off by the
Netflix ruins the Punisher, they're just gonna write that guy off.
Well, Marvel still owns the Punisher.
I don't. Marvel. Well, the reason you're getting this is they recently acquired the rights to that character from that shit studio that had it. Put out those last couple movies. Was it Lionsgate? Is that who did those last couple Punisher movies?
It's either Lionsgate or Miramax.
Well,
Miramax is Disney.
It's one of those kind of B-level studios, but nonetheless, I think it's going to be good. I mean, I think what they did with Daredevil was really a step in the right direction. We're getting Elektra in season 2 also.
Let's not talk about Jay Jones.
I've yet to watch that.
Fucking fuck that bitch.
Well, you got Luke Cage and an Iron Fist series also supposed to be out this year. Big year for Marvel on now the good old Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's exciting.
I like how they're taking a lot of these kind of B-listers and making them relevant, popular.
Yeah, you know what the funny thing is? It's also they're not like the extravagant power creatures or people. They're just like,
I wouldn't say the humans, but I was to say that.
Yeah, but it's like a human. It's like if you could believe something like that could happen, these are the characters that are more believable.
But would you call Punisher and Daredevil B characters?
They're
Or are you just talking more like
compared
just
to
Nowadays,
X-Men or Spider-Man, yeah.
Right. Yes,
Kind of
nowadays, yes, because
They're more supporting casters.
Yeah,
okay. That's fair. I was just curious. I wasn't.
they don't have the fucking shit. They don't have that fucking J. Rue's lens flare.
Chris Kelly in the chat said that who was it? Shit, I just lost it. Human Torch and Thing are still in the comics.
All right.
So
Great. Talking about chat, you want to run down who's in there? Somebody?
Oh, so we got Asian Kid Matt just joined in.
What's up, dude?
Well, I'm gonna flip up to the top.
G1 Autobot.
What's up, dude?
Russell.
Russ.
Nick Bramer.
Hope you're feeling better, brother.
Nick Bramer. Chris Inman. Tiger Tracks.
What's up, bro?
Chava Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan. I'm just gonna say everything that you say. So.
And Kelly Phillipson.
Sweet.
Big Kid Toys is in there too also. Acemilo. Wow, how can you be? Oh, well, we're not gonna go there.
Same joke every time.
I know. Don't you see? Don't you see what we're doing here?
Erictron.
What'd you say?
Erictron.
Oh, Eric B. Where's Rakim?
Oh, Tommy just joined in.
This is riveting right here.
Yeah,
Unless my computer just froze.
There's the chat.
No, it's riveting. All right.
It's because the wrong person was monitoring the chat.
moving on to Star Wars news. And I guess I should ask, James, have you had a chance to see Episode 7?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I don't think we're giving away any spoilers here, but I would hate to ruin anything for anybody.
Before you go forward, James, on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
God, that's hard. 8.
Yes.
He's on our level.
Jay, I just want to say, when we did the Star Wars wrap-up, you were definitely in mind to be on that show. We definitely wanted to hear your fucking opinion on that. So
That's why I was asking.
Let it rock.
We won't get deep into that right now. Another
He's on
subject.
the right side, though.
That's right. Rogue One will have more realistic looking Star Wars aliens. I don't really know what they mean by that, but even though the Star Wars Force Awakens impressed with its use of practical aliens, some fans thought many were goofy looking and a bit cartoonish, which definitely falls in line with what we saw in the original trilogy.
They were talking about the practical effects.
Right, but the somewhat surreal nature of these alien species is going to be toned down in Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Scanlon, who's the creature supervisor dude, says this new movie set obviously right before Episode 4. Perhaps a Cantina favorite will pop up, but it sounds like they may be getting a slight makeover. It looks like they're just going for more of a realistic look on the on the aliens, which I mean I don't know. I don't remember seeing anything that was just so goofy it was out of place. Now, obviously
they're getting all Netflix on it.
Well, the Cantina scene was very Cantina scene, and you know some of those characters were a little wonky, I guess is the best way to say it.
Uh-huh. It looked like the fucking Muppet Show in '85.
Yeah, but you gotta look at in '85. That shit was badass. I mean, it's all just.
Oh yeah, we love
like
puppeteering back in the day.
Yeah, that's like going back and playing the first Nintendo and like these games suck. Well, because look at how far we've come. That's all. That was my 2 cents.
These games suck. You know what else sucks? Sun Surge! That shit sucks! His feet are... Okay, I'm sorry. That's how I should have fucking read it.
But it wasn't even like...
That's how I read it.
I'm for it. I mean, so basically they're gonna have just more... just alien characters. I don't know what more realistic means. It's gonna be harder to tell they're CG. Is that really?
Yeah, I guess a lot more makeup and prosthetics,
yeah. And I have to
say, a little less animatronics.
So Star Trek. I believe it when I see it. It's gonna be like Star Trek.
I didn't. This is an insane number to think about, but he says that of the 112 aliens and droids used in the latest sequel, most were simplistic, which made sense as they were on screen for mere seconds. It is complete 360 for Rogue One.
So where did the budget go?
The complete 360 would be back to where the same point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also hints that a Star Wars Rebels crossover is planned, as aliens serve as main characters on that show. And it takes place in roughly the same timeline, so that could be interesting.
Rebels is a fucking dope show.
Rebels is great. I'm waiting with anticipation for it to come back on.
Yes, Tommy said you need to get laid because you're too testy.
Who's that?
Tommy.
To me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit,
You can't agree about Sun Surge.
Don't worry about that, dude.
Ooh.
Oh wow! Mind your business, bitch.
No, it wasn't like that. I'm just saying that's not my problem at all. Trust me.
Just said fuck your couch.
Pancakes.
So, keeping it in Star Wars land, and I'll read this just as our illustrious note maker wrote it. Just what Chris wanted, a Poe Dameron comic series. That's right. Marvel has announced that they will have a Poe Dameron ongoing series that will flesh out his backstory, and it'll also be a prequel with him.
They'll be flushing something. With
him seeking out mysterious traveler Lore Santika, I don't know how you say his name, who is the old man who says a certain thing to a certain person and gets stabbed with a lightsaber.
Honestly, I think this is a good idea. They should just have done it 6 months ago or a year ago.
Well, they could, yeah.
I mean, it's the backstory you can.
You're kind of like leading into it,
What's
right?
What's the tone going to be? You going to talk first? Am I going to talk first? How's that going to come across in the comics?
Well, so you don't do that. You do everything leading up to that point, and then by the time the movie releases, then you can coincide your series.
Yeah.
Do you think possibly they didn't realize how big the character might have been to do that? Maybe the movie came out and everybody's like, oh man, they really like this guy. We're going to do this.
What's funny is I buy all the Star Wars comics. I've yet to really read them. I have them all. And, like, I never know what's going on. Like, I noticed when I picked my box up the other day, there's an Anakin and Obi-Wan story. They've started a series, which I think is great, because that's some of my favorite stuff from Star Wars. Is they're dynamic. Mm-hmm. But I mean, it'll be entertaining, definitely.
The Star Wars fans are going to eat it up, because it's more fiction.
Oh, yeah. And it's canon.
Yeah.
So it means it's all groovy.
I agree with Jisk. I mean, they could have released something prior. I mean, they should have known how popular the character is going to be. I mean, they portrayed him as the best rebel pilot that they have, resistance pilot that they have.
That's one hell of a pilot.
He's just kicking ass throughout the entire thing, but I don't know.
Well, keep in mind they did have there are some prequel stuff that's out. Not prequel, sorry. Pre-story leading up to.
And I guess, and that's where my complaint is, and why I asked that is because that's what I felt about Star Wars. Like, it just felt like there should have been something before that. I wanted more story than what I got. And I guess...
Well, that's kind of how they've always been.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. I guess that's kind of how they are, but it just seemed to fit more because you didn't have any information.
We'll get a cartoon about it, probably, like they did with Clone Wars.
Episode 1 started, and oh look, they're having some sort of trade blockade. What the fuck's this about?
Yeah, who's Naboo? Which version? Where the hell did it come from?
Why do these guys talk like this? Yeah. You're right about one thing, Master. The negotiations were short. All right, let's move into what is normally the J. Ruse Roma Collectors photo showcase with guest host Jisk One.
Yo, what's happening?
So the way this works is if you hashtag Realm of Collectors on your pics, someone from the ETR staff, normally J. Ruse, he had an obligation he couldn't get out tonight. It's that training, that sensitivity training. He normally will pick out the pictures, and we showcase 5 on here. And they're shown on the Realm of Collectors IG account shortly, and they'll also be on realmofcollectors.com. So, Mr. Jisk.
All right, so...
You got some screen shares ready?
Yeah, so just walk me through it. I have to screen share, and then you guys are going to highlight me? Is that how it goes?
Yes.
Okay. You're good. You're all good to go, bro.
All right, give me a minute here. Let me figure this out. All right.
Dude, wrong folder.
Oh, God. Look at the size of those.
Holy moly. That's what they mean by gators. No. Yeah, you're good.
Teeth.
All right, the first one that I picked, and again, I picked these out. So
I
got a different style than
walk over here. He picked them out.
J. Ruse. This is from Alex Alien _toys_vault. And I don't know if this is related to any story or not, but it was just a badass photo. That I liked the way the photo looked. It was pretty dark. He had some kind of cadavers. And I don't know what that other dude is doing, but I just like the photo. But if this is... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say I like the way you tied in cadaver because it's a certain person's...
Oh, yeah, I didn't realize that. That's
pretty dope.
Fuck Jeebers. But yeah, so what's up, dude? It's a good photo. Keep it up.
Yeah, it's nice.
I just like this stuff.
I like the whole...
There's no lens flare. There's no lens flare.
There is no lens flare.
Maybe that's
why he picked it.
That's why I picked it.
No, I didn't pick it because there was no lens flare. I just like the photo.
Nah, it's all lighting, man. That lighting is the point.
And just the background stuff, like the diorama's awesome. He's got Robin tied up. Again, I don't know if this pertains to. Maybe I should have read the post. It probably had some information in it, but I didn't.
But then again, it's a picture, so you want that visual grab, you know?
Right.
If you need to explain a picture, it's not going to be all that, You want something that's going to be like, oh, wow, I want that. Just for visually. Next.
All right.
Next.
Sweet. Now, I have no idea if this is Danny Tan, Danny with 2 eyes, or Danny Yatan.
Or Danny Whitan.
Or Danny Whitan.
Or Dan
Yatan. Dan Yatan.
Dan, why am I tan? But shout out to him. I think this is the first time we've showed one of his photos.
Yeah.
And this is like a Ronin or Samurai Boba Fett just chilling in the woods.
That's a Bandai. Those are badass.
Is that the figure art stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
But it's cool looking. It was just a dope little photo.
I'm really trying not to buy those right now.
This photo make you
not helping Danny Tan.
Hopefully there'll be some new fucking Transformers to buy too.
Well, his name is Daniel Tan, so take what you want from that.
Maybe it's Daniel like Yimmy or Young. Maybe that's his middle name. I don't know.
All these are completely logical explanations.
Yeah. It works.
Dan, shoot us an email. Let us know about your...
It works in a different universe.
your name. But yeah, it's a good photo. All right, next up, Hurricane BX Jose, and I'm pointing this out that it is a picture of Sun Surge.
It's Bigfoot.
No,
So you
but
look
in this
past
photo,
your biased.
well, hold on. This is why I picked this photo, because in this photo he makes him look good. The feet aren't big. The proportions don't look all weird. Like, he did a good job at making this this figure look good, and it's misleading as shit.
No, man, it looks
So,
really
throwing it out there, but it's not that good. It's not that good.
That's
figure.
great.
He did a
Just
good
let it
job.
go, man. Let it go.
Looks
He did
so
a
good, but
job. Yeah, he did a good job. So I picked it for many reasons. So
You
what
know,
up, Jose?
it's funny. I heard nothing but good. You're the only one that I hear bad, man.
Just I don't know, man.
It's like now you know how I feel with everybody coming down on me because I hate Star Wars.
well, that's just because you're wrong. But I'm just kidding. No, I do it. Look, it's not for everybody, and it's like I said, it's the first
Yeah, but
figure
you're the
that I
only one
hated.
you're the only person I've heard that doesn't like it.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the
I
club.
may be wrong, and it's fine if I am. I'm not trying to sell it, so don't ask. All right, next. This is plastic_therapy, and I don't even know if this was meant to be just like a toy photo shot. I think he was just showing that he added some lights to his Java layer dial, but just the setup of everything looked really good.
Yeah, it looks nice.
And so I just like the setting of it all. Like I don't know if that's something he made or if that's I don't know anything about the old sets that they used to have. So this looked to me like he made it.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it looks like he's made it, and the reason I say that is the base that came with the SDCC exclusive also came with chrome and all those bits and pieces, the little hookah, and I don't see that there. So I think he's made all this, which it looks really dope.
Yeah, he did a good
Yeah.
job. I mean, even just the lighting in the back is awesome. So I don't have those skills, and I appreciate the people that do.
We'll never see that slave Leia. Fuck you, Disney.
You know, it's funny. I've seen those all of a sudden. It's just like people, I guess, have found old stock in the back room. They're like, oh, let's put this crap out. They were gone for a while, and now they're everywhere. I've seen 3 or 4 of them.
That stuff's gonna worth some money.
Think so?
Yeah.
I'll pick one up next time.
I do like Chewy's.
Oh, come Chewie.
I did like
Chewy
Chewbacca's fur shirt here. Look at it, just like this flap that hangs down.
Coming from someone that said Dust is wrong about Star Wars.
It's fucking Chewie football jersey day here at Jabba's Palace.
Shout out to Philly.
All right, what's next?
New Year Tentacles. New_year_new_tentacle.
Next
There's
week,
no reason to explain that because by the time anybody sees this, it'll change.
it's gonna be something different.
Shout out to Daryl.
Tentacles, and then
It'll be
tentacles.
February 1st. Tentacles.
It'll be love tentacles. Just search tentacles, and once you see, photos.
Be
You
careful. Be careful while you're searching tentacles.
Yep. But so this was I just thought this photo was awesome. Look, there's some lens flare in there.
Yeah, it's a great pick.
That's nice.
Good stuff. He always has good stuff.
Cause she's stepping all over those make toys reflector bullshits.
You're gonna see, man.
Alright, whatever.
I'm not. Yeah. And I think that's it. I think that's my last. That's my last photo.
Nice.
All right,
That's
J-Ruse thanks you for filling in,
Yeah.
and thank you, Jisk, for filling in, and hopefully it wasn't too painful.
No, it's you know what? It's hard to pick because not that I don't want to show the same people all the time because I'm glad to do it, but you're looking for new people and you're looking just for good photos. So a lot of the photos just kind of sometimes not feel the same. This is going to come out wrong. You could tell who took photos. Like even J. Rue's like, "Oh, I could tell everybody's starting to have a style."
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to
J. Rue
expand
style.
on that too. Yeah. Well, no,
Yeah.
I mean, it's that's it. That's all I'm gonna say about it. All right, how do I stop sharing?
Hey,
Should be a
whoa,
thing at
you
the
hit
top.
stop sharing.
Where's the thing?
Well, Sharon, you can't stop her really. You can only hope to slow her down. Nothing.
No,
Tough
no.
crowd. Tough crowd. Tough crowd. Tough crowd tonight.
But yeah, so just take your photos, hashtag them Realm of Collectors, like Chris had said before.
Realm.
And then we go back just for the past week. So anything, basically after today, will be added onto next week's show.
Also, don't forget to hashtag fuck J-Roos. Hashtag of the year.
That is the hashtag of the year. It was voted.
You don't, not unanimous.
I didn't get to vote, but I cast my vote for fuck J-Rules. Fuck J-Rules.
Well, it wasn't unanimous because J-Roos tried to pull his own thing.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
He tried to unfuck the J-Roos.
Unsuccessfully.
That's right.
Hashtag.
Got a couple more news items to get through here.
Roll it up.
Holy 66 Lego Batman. So they're coming out with a 66 Batman. I knew Ace would be excited about that.
Chris, you should be like, holy 66 Lego Batman.
Well,
Yeah, aren't you hyped about this too, Chris?
You know what? I'm not. I don't get into the Lego stuff except the Star Wars much.
Bro, you're in a fucking hotel room. You should be jumping on the fucking bed.
Yeah.
I'm hyped about it, but the Batmobile doesn't look that great.
The Batmobile doesn't look that great, but usually when they throw like vehicles and stuff, they're in the big sets. They're crappier than if there was just a set of the Batmobile.
It doesn't look. Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
look awful, but it's smaller and it's less intricate.
All right.
If you do another set of just the Batmobile, it'd be better.
Anybody want to screen share this?
Yeah, I got it. I got it right now.
All right. We're
All right.
talking about. Might as well be about it.
If they have
Here
the
it is.
license, which they do, I'm sure that they're going to make a Batmobile separate, separate set. That's obviously just a plain.
It looks all right. The
Doesn't look too
Batmobile looks
bad.
good.
It's going to be small though. 'Cause
Well,
you
A
gotta
bunch of photos.
And the
realize
Acemilo.
they're,
Yeah. No, but it looks good.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
just more.
I'm not hating on
Do you
that.
have do you have pictures of the rest of the set?
Yeah, I just pulled up the layer. Right now, I guess that's the Batcave, but this stuff right here is cool. Like just the way they like made it look rocky, I guess. Oh, cool! I can just do this. Oh,
Hey, how are you? How you doing? My name.
I think it's a
like-
2,500 piece set, something like that. So it should be about 250
Bruce
bucks,
Wayne.
somewhere around there.
that's Jack Tripper going down to the Regal Beagle.
Yep, he's definitely Regal Beagling, man. Larry, where you at, brother?
Yep.
We going to Regal
Alright.
Beagle? What, bro?
Come on, knock on our door.
So this is the whole set. Comes with all this stuff.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
pretty
he's got a
impressive.
Batcopter too, man. That shit's hot.
Little bat cycle.
Tiny
Comes
little.
with like what 500 minifigs. Comes with
I
everybody.
like now that they throw in this piece right here, this little orange piece. Like,
Dude,
oh,
those. Hey,
Oh, that's a brick
those,
separator.
those are monies right there. That is money if you've ever built Lego.
the little piece separator.
Yeah, so you don't have to use your teeth.
Yeah, save your teeth now.
Raise your hand if you have Legos with teeth marks on them. Yeah. I'm
glad they put in the cat. That's
I still have my childhood Legos. So. See, it doesn't look bad from that
That don't
angle.
look bad.
For what
No.
it is.
Yeah, from that angle it doesn't.
If it was a separate set for just the Batmobile, it would be a lot more intricate. With
Yeah, but
Which you know that
look at the Ghostbusters Ecto 1. That's a separate set, and that isn't the best in the world.
Well, that was also a Curio. The hell is it called? Kuso. That's a Kuso kit.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what that means.
Yeah,
It means somebody went on Bricklink and made their own.
Oh, it's
kit,
a
Designed
fan.
it.
and
What's
they
Bricklink?
designed it. It's a website that Lego runs to buy individual bricks.
Oh, shout out to Bricks on the Dollar.
Yeah, maybe,
Kinda what Bricks does, but-
maybe these are the things you should be talking on Blackheads.
Yeah, well, I got another set to do, so.
Dude,
I think this is gonna be a standalone
Hey,
set though.
You know what I like
Making
about this
more.
fucking figure?
The mustache.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
So my son has the pop figure of this, and the pop figure's got the mustache. The mustache always killed me as a kid.
Nice.
It
The
just took
the
you,
pop
it
figure
took
head.
you out of it. It took
Fucking
you-
Cesar Romero
Wait, why didn't they
refused to
just have
shave the mustache. He refused to shave it.
My favorite thing about the '69 Batman is I don't maybe it was the movie, but two things: when he goes in the bar and he orders a glass of milk, which was hilarious to me, and then when he's running around on the pier trying to get rid of the bomb, he's just like,
Yeah.
He should have thrown it at the ducks. It would have exploded. The ducks would have flew away. What's the problem?
Batman.
That's
I love
that
it.
is the movie. I watched that recently.
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
When I was fucking a kid, I didn't know it was supposed to be funny. Now it's
Wait,
fucking
fucking
yuck
kid?
yuck, man.
Fucking a kid.
Whoa,
what?
whoa, whoa.
Yeah. When you were a child, you better rephrase
You were a
it.
fucking-
You were a child.
Whoa.
Oh, Jesus.
Don't
That's a
text me
weird
for a little
fetish
while.
you got there with Batman.
Don't text me or email me anything for at least 2 weeks, Des.
Whoa, what'd I miss?
You said you were fucking a kid.
You said when I was fucking a
easy.
kid.
Whoa, easy, guys. Holy shit.
All right. I don't know if you guys want me to stop sharing.
Should I do an Instagram apology?
No, you're good. They know. Robin. Am I? Yeah.
Keep going here. That's fine.
Okay.
Alfred.
I like the
Penguin.
Penguin.
That's
That
pretty-
looks like the Jim Carrey Riddler.
It does with the hair. The
Enigma.
hair's ridiculous. Oh, look out! Boom, cheeky, wah wah. I do not like the cowl on the Batman minifig. It looks very odd.
Is it this thing right here?
Yeah, it's a nose piece, which is a signature of the character, but
Yeah. He had the
Yeah,
lines on
the
the
stitchings.
cowl.
The dude that played Robin in the series always was like the fun. I don't know. That kid makes me laugh.
Dick
that
Ward.
kid was he was 38 when he played that
Yeah,
character.
He was 65.
He said, "You want me to wear what?" Okay.
So
Alright,
he
that's-
had he originally the bulge in his pants was too big, and there were people complaining, and he had to put something in there to make it smaller.
Of course
you
you
know
know
what didn't show
that.
was this.
Fucking Deuce.
terrible.
Fucking Deuce.
There's the Batman.
Okay, see, it doesn't look bad from that angle, but the white eyes are bothering me. I don't know what else they were.
I like the white eyes. I just
But it
this
doesn't fit
line on
that-
the nose. That's too.
It
I think
doesn't
should be
fit
thin.
that Batman. That Batman didn't have the white eyes.
White eyes.
And then that's where I started before.
All
So-
Well,
right.
guess what? You can always change the head inside.
That's what she said.
All right.
So there's new Batman Arkham figures coming.
Clapping for that one.
You want me to screen share these two?
Oh God.
Sure, fuck it.
$28. I don't play these games, so I don't know who these
Oh, I thought
characters
these were
are.
the rainbow figures. Never mind.
No, that's next. Thanks for thunder thiefing.
There's Infinite Earth ones, right?
Well, the Joker should be from
It's-
Killing Joke.
I like this Joker. This is the Weekend at Bernie's Joker.
Yeah, that's the Killing Joke Joker when he shoots Barbara Gordon in the back.
What's on the necklace there?
Ears.
Shark teeth, I think. Or
No, it looks
that's
like
the new
flowers.
Joke. Okay, yeah.
I think it's flowers.
I think it's a hybrid of the new Joker
Yeah.
with.
Maybe
with,
things are
Killing
coming.
Joke.
Just can you make these pictures a little smaller? They're a little too big. There you go.
Was the Joker one that small?
Oh, look at him with the wise remarks.
Yeah.
There must be an Apple function.
This right here. Look at that. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, it's a thumb now.
All right. Did
I
everybody
don't
get
know
their
who
fill
those
of this
people are.
camouflage Batman?
Does he come with a gun and sword?
And these are the Arkham ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect for that.
Let's go back and whoa.
Oh, he now. What?
Is this
Screen
Harley?
sharing, 102.
Oh, this Poison Ivy.
I believe that would be Poison Ivy.
Yeah. I love their fucking underwear. Just made of tree bark. It's the most uncomfortable pair of underwear out there. It's twigs and roots. Oh,
Camel Fist.
that's probably just smells so nice in there.
Nice and mossy smell.
Piney.
Yeah.
It smells like a pine forest in July in Alabama after it's rained
And she's barefoot. Yeah, you just see this girl coming out of the woods. You're like, get the fuck out of here.
in Alabama.
Yeah. At least they painted her toenails. She got her nails did.
Oh.
I think she was.
Or it's fungi.
Yeah, that's what it is. They're all ingrown and they've just turned red.
That's just gross. I don't know. This figure's gross.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Uh,
It's not doing nothing for me.
no. No.
Dan will buy that figure.
And then last is Harley, and this figure sucks to me. Like, look at
How many Harley Quinns are they? I mean, this is it's like
A
how
lot.
many of that figure have they made?
A lot.
Those are fucking. Look at them hips.
Like we're in a latex. Big time.
You know what would make this figure better? A tree bark crotch.
Oh my god, I gotta go back to that because I really want to see too. Is that the same? Did they use the same mold?
Yeah,
Of course
they
they did.
Yeah.
It just the tree bark.
Look at the
tree bark in
stance.
The shirt covers up the hips.
You're just waiting for roots just to come spiraling out of it. I don't know.
Well, that's fungus all over her, and you don't want to know why.
Oh, God.
Fungus among us.
Anybody that gets this figure, please do do an unboxing and a review and send it to Enter the Realmcast.
At gmail.com.
I don't know if am I sharing the next set? I mean,
Yes.
talk about this stuff. All right.
Yeah, keep going.
All right. Here, let's just go pick them all. Why don't you start talking about it, Chris? I'm gonna.
So, Rainbow Batman figures announced because why not? Does anybody have any backstory on this?
Nope. I
There
don't
was a
know.
pink one. There was a pink cowl in 66 Batman, but that's.
Well, this is this.
Is that when he went to a costume party?
I mean, this looks familiar to me, and I don't know why, but
Because it looks like an old figure.
Okay.
Like, if you look at this figure.
The Rainbow Batman story is from 1957, Detective Comics 241. Dick Grayson injures his arm in public, so the Dark Knight decides to don a series of colorful costumes to distract attention from Robin's identical injury.
I don't get it. So nobody
Here's
notices his alter ego's injury. He's going to dress
No.
up like Skittles
I
Batman.
guess.
I think it's to the newspaper.
Skittles Batman.
Yeah. He's like, don't look at his arm because I'm orange now.
Skittles Batman.
They're just like, what the fuck is Batman doing? They're like, have you guys checked out Dick Grayson's arm? But hold on a minute. You see Batman in this green costume? But hold on, Robin had the same. Wait a minute. Now he's in a pink costume, yo. Fuck Dick Grayson's arm. Let's talk about Batman in purple.
Yo, son.
Yeah.
Yo, that Batman is showing his true colors.
Yeah. Oh,
Shout
man.
out to Cyndi Lauper.
This might be the most obscure thing that they've made in a long time.
Yeah, it's a little different.
But I'll tell you this, if I collected Batman, I would want this for some reason. I just
Hey,
think
so
having a
you-
Batman and a bunch of weird-ass colors is something that is funny.
Well, listen, I have a question, and I didn't read the article, and I'm not going to because I'm lazy. Is this a set, or do you have to buy them
It's a set.
individually?
It's a set.
Which,
It's a set.
damn it, I was hoping one of them was a Chase figure.
Colorful Batman stories immortalized. Okay,
He
so
said-
$70.
Because I'm not reading it because I'm lazy.
fans were apparently eager to see the action figure set inspired by the Rainbow Batman.
That's what I just read.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, hey, don't knock it. It worked.
It worked
I
for
think
that
it
one
should.
issue.
The Chase figure
1950.
should be the Robin, like a the
Was it
broken
the
arm
Robin?
Robin.
Well, it should
No, it
be-
wasn't Robin. It was
Like
Dick
that.
Grayson.
How small is Gotham that they all of a sudden noticed that Robin has a broken arm and so does Dick Grayson? Like, nobody else in the city had broken their arm at that time. Like, wait a minute. Something must be going on here.
These are the same people who can't tell that Clark Kent and Superman are.
Yeah, that one always gets me.
Yeah.
All right, sweet. Well, cool. There's something fun for all you Batman collectors.
All right.
Fun.
Jess, you got the rest of this stuff pulled up too, the next couple items?
Yeah, next thing is this Marvel Shop and Disney Store exclusive Marvel Select Spectacular Spider-Man.
Yes, so now you know everything I know about it. There's a Disney Store exclusive for this Spider-Man.
Looks
So
like
do
it's coming
people-
out February 29th. It's going to be $25.
I have a question. Now that, I mean, Marvel Legends are obviously super duper popular. Are there people that just collect this stuff? These, what are they, selects?
Just Marvel Legends or just the Select
No,
ones?
just the select ones. Do they scale with the Legends? Are they bigger, small?
No.
I don't know.
They're
I
bigger.
think they're like 7-inch.
This
Yeah.
is cool. It's cool that it comes with like the deflated mask. You know, not the deflated's the wrong word, but
Yeah, they're not
You
on
know
your
what I mean?
face mask.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's cool.
I mean, they're cool because they come with all the accessories and stuff. And what are
doesn't
the
look like
what are these, like $25?
Yeah, I
25
guess.
bucks.
Yeah.
28?
I guess I was gonna say the price plus is probably so much lower compared to.
No,
what
I
Lion
actually
pays.
I was in a store this weekend and they had remember they had one of the old school Hulks that literally barely fit in the box. But you know, some of the articulation on them just looks very limited, but this one looks pretty
Oh
good.
yeah, let's go down a little bit to.
Yeah, I mean, and we've got a ab crunch. Looks like it's an ab crunch swivel. I mean, yeah, and you got all the hands, which I would be honest, after messing with different figures between Transformers and 6-inch and this, that, and the other, I would much rather have more hands than articulated hands.
Well, this one's got 4 sets of hands, and is it an ab swivel? Because it looks like he's got a waist swivel
Nah,
right
it's a
here.
crunch.
He's got a crunch and then a waist swivel.
I don't know. It might be because
I
look
think it's
how
all in the abs. It doesn't look like he has a cut for the waist.
yeah, it's
You know
all in
what
the
I mean?
abs. Because
Oh,
look
you
at
think that's
the
just the
costume.
paint?
Can't really. Yeah, it
Look
looks
at
like
the
it's all in the
costume.
abs.
Yeah, how
costume
could
doesn't line
Spider-Man
up.
have a fucking waist swivel though?
It's all in the hips.
Them hips don't lie.
But yeah, so it's 7 inches tall. Comes out February 29th for $25.
Easy.
That's cool. That's
Yeah, that's a good price point for all that.
based on what we pay. That's cheap.
Yeah.
That's why wouldn't you do it? It's $25.
Speaking of expensive, or not expensive, depending on your viewpoint, the Thundercats Maddie Collector subscription opened last week. It's their third Earth subscription. Their first figure is Lion O.
I love this. Thundercats, ho. That's what he said.
There should be a comma.
Yeah.
What are you watching? Thundercats, Hal?
Thundercats ... Ho.
So the figures are 30
How's
a
it going?
30 a piece plus shipping. If you and there's a $30 subscription fee. And there's a subscription exclusive Mum-Ra figure, and they've cut it down to, counting the exclusive, there's only 5 figures, so you're in at 180 plus shipping.
All right,
I
so
love this comment. It looks like I'm going to have to start saving because he looks great, and I'm sure I'm not going to just stop at Lion-O. You're not.
he's going all in. So, Chris, we discussed this, and I know you're a little on a fence on this. Did you go through with it, or did you?
You know, I didn't. And
You passed.
well, here's the reason why.
Okay.
I thought it was, we were talking about it, and Ace mentioned it, so I went and looked at it, and it was I thought it was just $30.
No, it's still available. You still get it.
Right.
Shut up, Ace.
All right, I'm trying to make you spend money.
He's
still
talking.
screen sharing me? Are we still screen sharing?
Yeah, we're still screen.
Okay, all right, then I'm going to leave it. I'll just leave it on the photo so when you're talking.
So, are we going to segue into our other segment here? Or are we going to finish up the news about collecting?
Well, let's talk about this and let's just segue right into it.
That's fine. So, I think I talked myself out of it because as cool as these are, and I really enjoyed Thundercats as a kid, and I never did get the toys just because I never could find anything but the villains in where I lived. I just never saw them.
The LJN figures?
Yeah, I never saw them. All I saw was villains. Like I have like 5 or 6 of the villains, but I never had any of the Thundercats.
Hold on a minute.
I think like this.
Thunder.
Oh, wow.
Thunder.
There's a little too much skin showing right
Thunder
here.
crotch.
Yeah, there is a little. But like, look at his shorts should
shot.
come down right on the thigh, and that's
It's a test
too
shot.
much.
Thunder.
Gosh, you would notice that, wouldn't you?
It's close enough that you can tell he shaves his region because
Thunder sack.
see some sprinkles coming out of there. Good for you, Lion-O. Good for you, a modern man. Shaving that crotch.
So what do you
Turn
got?
around, it's assless.
Yeah, he's got shafts.
No, but honestly, Chris,
He's
what
gonna-
made you think like I don't want to go there? You know?
Because
Did you
I'm
just
still
want
on
to
the
get
fence
involved in
about it. I mean, now seeing that bulge, I'm really thinking about it. And if
He was
partially
shirtless.
if he was shirtless, I'd be in.
Nah, it looks great, man. It really
had come out with-
looks like it came out the fucking screen.
So
man.
here's the
Listen.
old one. This is, I guess, the old figure, and it had it even worse. They didn't even bother fixing.
Look
it.
at that thigh, man. That's
And
just
almost the old one looks like he had like a fupa.
That's some fucking chicken. Yo, his thigh is like some chicken cacciatore type shit. You throw it in
Listen,
a crock
I'm going to
pot.
be honest. The one on the left, I think I like it better.
Oh wow.
I like the hair better.
Oh wow.
I may be
the color or just the skull. It looks like it's almost the same, other than
The
the
one on
facial.
the left looks like a fucking clown.
The one on the right, I mean, I don't know. I may still be in on this. We'll just see how my money does the rest of the month. But
I can't wait to see Snarf. Are they doing that guy?
Snart, I think he'll probably come with one of the. Because who we getting? We getting Lion-O, Jackalman, Mumra, Mumra, and Panthro.
You don't get the twins?
And
Mumra
the
is the one you get.
The Mumra is going to be the not big Mumra, the mummified one, the
Before
weak.
he turns into the.
Yes, the weak and feeble Mumra.
Let me go back to
Yeah, I'm still on the fence here.
I'm in.
Tommy Barricade said he didn't know Lion-O was Brazilian.
Oh, nice.
Yep. He waxes his butt.
All right, so let's go across the board. Is anybody on for this? I'm not.
I am.
I am. Well, I already did, so yeah.
I'm not. James, like, I got it behind me. It's in a box
I've
right
got the
behind
test
me.
shots. Tolerances may vary.
Do you have this other figure, though, James, the older one?
No,
That's
that
not-
one is the
that's not
original that they were going to do, but they went back and tweaked it, so the one that we're getting is on the right.
Okay. So they just remolded it a little bit. And
Yeah.
they changed the color, it looks like, too, right?
Yeah.
Did they? I don't remember. Did they show any other figures when they were trolling at SDCC?
Yeah.
James, do you remember?
Jackalman they showed, and I think that was it.
So
Just
what's
those
the
figures.
I heard there was controversy over this. Like they canceled the other figures because of something.
I think it was licensing.
Of
But
what?
Probably the names.
Well, then they should have named it
Oh, no,
Thundercat Panthro or
yeah,
something.
exactly.
So what were the
Evil.
figures? What were the figures that get canceled?
Jaga and
Groon.
Groon.
Who?
Jaga and Groon.
And why?
It's got to be something with the names.
So okay, so call it Jerk Off Jaga. And what's the other one?
Groon.
Groon.
All right, up your ass, Groon. It's
All right,
done.
let's get. Well, the other reason I'm in on this is because Scott Knightlick isn't involved in it anymore, so he can't fuck anything else up.
Who?
Scott Knightlick, the guy,
Guru.
Toy Guru, the guy that used to run Matty Collector. Remember the guy that used to run Matty Collector with the big eyes? He used to do all the videos for Matty Collector. He was in
He's
charge of
over
like the He-Man and everything.
Jack Specific now or something.
Yeah. He's a douche, and he fucked up He-Man so bad.
So let's talk about the subscription service because you fuckers have me with the damn thing open now. So you got the single ship option and the monthly option.
Oh
So
boy, he's getting the credit card out.
no, it's right here.
Single ship is they wait. Single ship is they wait until every figure's out and they just mail them all to you in one big box.
So basically,
December.
fuck that. Is that what you're saying?
It's basically let
Yeah.
me charge your account for 8 months.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Maybe within a year we'll send you
No, you
something.
still got to pay for them as they come out. You just get them all in one big box.
Oh, fuck you out of here.
And they're $5 cheaper than if they actually have any left, right? The thing that kills me on here is once purchased, memberships may not be canceled. Well, I can cancel my credit card.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay, well, I've got it pulled up. I may look at it a little harder later.
You're not screen sharing on me anymore, are you?
No, we're back. We're back in regular mode. We can see your pretty face.
Well, and so this goes to what we were, I don't want to steal your thunder, Chris, but I was
No,
going to
please do it.
Oh, steal it.
one of our discussion topics tonight was going to be about like basically what are the goals of your collection if you have any. Some people just collect just to collect. They get everything that's out. The reason why this came up is I've recently kind of not redefined, but I guess defined what exactly I want out of my Transformers collection. And I know Chris and even Dan have kind of been switching from Transformers heavy to getting into Star Wars, and now Chris, you're talking about possibly doing this Thundercats. So I mean, that's the question, I guess, is can you define your collection? What are your collecting goals? Is it just to get everything that's out there? Do you have a specific set in mind, or I don't want to say end game, but end game in mind?
Just real quick, G1 Hex is in the chat. He mentioned that they had prototypes of Lino, Jackalman, and Mumra out there, so I need to look those up. I don't have any goals in mind. I just want to buy what I like. And right now it happens to be Star Wars figure arts. And honestly, I'm having a great time taking toy pictures and just getting some different stuff together to do that.
But with Star Wars, are you looking to get just the specific things come out that catch your eye, or are you looking to get all the stuff that comes out?
Just specific stuff that catches my eye, and then probably all of it. But
He's like, which is all of it? It all catches.
no, and this is what'll happen. I pre-order a lot of stuff, and if there's a lull in something and I want something, I'll go back and buy like the Stormtroopers because I haven't gotten them, or the Clone Troopers. And truth be told, I think that's the only two things. Oh, and I got to get the Luke when it comes out. But I mean, I don't know. I don't have a specific. If I don't get something, am I going to spend $400 to get it? Absolutely not.
Right, so backtrack.
Yeah, I mean, I'll just pick up a couple things here and there, and I'm patient. I will wait. I will wait and buy it off somebody in a group. I'm in a bunch of Star Wars groups now on Facebook. I will say, I've said recently that I'm not pre-ordering stuff anymore. I'm pre-ordering these Star Wars figures, the figure art Star Wars figures, because they go quick.
They're also cheaper to get on.
And they'll shoot up in price too.
Yeah, they shoot up in price because they're limited, and then I have to bug people in Japan to go get them for me. So
Shout out to you know who.
shout out to the plug. No big secret. Who else?
What about? I'll just go in order. What about you, Ace?
For the most part, I mean, when I first started collecting, mostly I started with Transformers. I was like Dust, where it was just I was in buy everything mode. I thought I wanted to collect all of G1, all of G2, all of Beast Wars, all of everything. I'm still going for all of G1. I'm down to 2 figures. I don't know if I'm going to move on to G2 or not. I said fuck Beast Wars. I'm done with I'm got rid of all my Beast Wars stuff, which wasn't much, but For right now, I think I'm just going finish G1, maybe do some G2, Chug, and Masterpiece for the most part. And then everything else is more or less what I want. Like every other line, like Transformers, I'm mostly completist on the stuff that I want. So like stuff like Masterpiece, I'll get every Masterpiece release official. But other stuff like say Lego, I only get the stuff I want. Figure arts, Star Wars stuff, I've been getting into with Chris. I've been getting just mostly the stuff I want. Although he's been making me buy more prequel crap.
I make you buy prequel crap.
And for the most part, everything else is just buy what I like. And every other line that I don't really collect a lot of lines. Like I'll collect Batman stuff and I'll collect Lego stuff, but it's all just nitpicky.
Right. All right.
Haphazard.
We're kind of, for lack of a better word, all over the place.
More, yeah.
Like a bad rash.
What about you?
Or like a cold sore.
Kind of like or Poison
I
Ivy.
see what you did there.
You
Like-
see what I did there?
Poison Ivy's panties.
Dust, what about you?
Well, when I first started, I was like that Mr. Buy Everything Now. I was new. I started collecting in 2012, 2013. Got back into it, and I started with Masterpiece, and then, Chugs, and this thing, and United, and this thing, and then buying all this shit every day. And I've kind of centered myself to be a little more selective now. And it's not a money thing, but it's just like you buy something, you get it, a month or two later, you're selling and buying the next.
Bro, that's how I've been, man. I've been kind of cutting my losses on some stuff. I'll sell some stuff.
Yeah. And that's what it's about in this industry. Is like when you're selling it, you're cutting your losses. Like, I paid $145, but I can flip it for $120 easy right now.
Right, because in the way I look at that, and I had this conversation with somebody that may have been actually with my wife the other day. I was saying, I buy this stuff for X price, and I get enjoyment out of it. It's just like it's like paying to go see a movie. You get enjoy. I don't buy any of this stuff for as an investment.
For the most part, if you're buying this stuff for the investment, you're doing it for the wrong reasons.
Right.
Like when I bought Hegemon for $75 and I flipped them for over $400. That was an investment. Did I know it was going to be an investment? No, I sold it at the right time.
Right. No, taking advantage of it, like taking advantage of an opportunity, in my mind, is different than buying something for an investment. There was an opportunity in the market, like, for example, that Deadpool comic that you helped me sell.
Yep.
That was the time to sell it. I mean, I paid $1 for it in $90 when it came out, and I got $175 for it.
Yeah, man. It's that's easy money, man. Totally easy money. It's just
you gotta find the opportunity.
You gotta hit when the time is right. It's like it's now with the collecting. It's kind of like fast food. You take it in, you enjoy it, and then it goes out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's like McDonald's. It's like is third-party figures and Transformer collecting turning into like a fast food? And that's a problem. And it's what I'm thinking now. Is like things that I thought was great like 6 months ago is not so great now. And it's not because there's new things coming out every day, but it's just like it's just not fitting with my fucking collection. So right now I'm just more MP based. I want that G1 tune right out the fucking screen shit right now. So that's like my focus right now.
Sweet. James, what's up with you and your collection?
I collect everything.
So
I will not lie.
He collects souls.
But it's a little bit of everything, or if you get into a line, you're going to get everything in that line?
It depends on the line.
The force is strong.
I got into collecting probably back in the mid-'90s, probably around when the Star Wars crap was coming out. And I was like, wow, I had these when I was a kid. And before I knew it, I was buying all this stuff. And then the reissues, the internet boomed, all that type of stuff, and I started buying G1. And then I guess it centered off with that, and then I got into anime, Dragon Ball Z, comic books, sports cards, video games, Play Arts Kai. I am getting into that right now because the Transformers, for me as a brand, is not doing it. It's just going through the motions. Like,
Right.
oh, here it is.
That's
I found Yeah, I mean, you find the Combaticons out in the wild, it's like, oh, it's a thrill to hunt, but it's not like, oh, thank God I finally got these things. I was like, yeah, okay, I got them. What do you do?
Yeah, it's like checking off a box.
Yeah.
More so than and that's how I was with the Black Series when it's an awesome line of figures, but it got into the point where the Emperor Wave. I guess I better go find those.
Yeah.
And I found them. I'm like, well, here's $60 or $80. And I got home with them, and I'm like, you know what? It's not fun anymore. So I moved on.
And that's what my wife will tell me. It's like, you're very seasonal. Like, if you're not into Transformers right now, you're going to gravitate towards something else. Whether
Wow, that's great.
Turtles, Marvel Legends.
That's a great term. Yeah, that's a great term. Seasonal.
So I'm a seasonal collector. That's a good way to put it.
So do you feel that comes with just the quality of the product being made that makes you jump, or is it just kind of...
I think it's a combination of everything. Quality, yeah, I mean, that will push me over the edge a little bit. Like with the Marvel Legends, I'll start getting kind of tired of getting the wonky eyes and just like, shit. Like the Ant-Man series, when I was like, okay, I got the Build-A-Figure, it's Ultron, and I put them together, I'm like, this is a piece of shit. I mean, really? I spent all this money and trying to find this so I can get this Ultron from the Avengers movie, and it's like, yeah. Then I'll bounce into Marvel Select stuff, because sometimes I like the size. It scales a little bit better with the Marvel Legends. If I don't like that, I'll go to DC, and I'll start buying the DC collectible stuff, like the Icons, the Batman animated stuff.
What about Shirtless Arrow? Would you buy that?
I haven't bought that. I've seen him at Hastings several times. I'm like, God, I don't know.
I saw your Arrow figures up there behind you there above your Play Arts Kai, and I'm thinking,
too many shirts.
I don't see a Shirtless Arrow.
Too many shirts.
Okay.
Now, do you like when you said you collect all these different things? Are you collecting like all at the same time, or are you just kind of, when you jump from the Build-A-Figures to Marvel Select, and then to DC? Are you just doing the DC? Or are you kind of picking from all the groups the whole time?
I'll go hard after one item. Like if I'm into Play Arts Kai, that's what I'm into right now. Play Arts Kai. I'm going after the DC variant. So I've got Wonder Woman, Superman, Batgirl, and Armor Batman, and I have a lot of the Star Wars coming right now. So I've gone all my resources into that. But if I happen to be out, I'll pick up some other stuff. Like I picked up some Power Rangers because I saw the new Rangers. I pick up the Star Wars Black Series because it's always there.
Right.
And usually my wife will say, well, what are you doing? You're going into this. I'm like, well, I don't want to pay a little bit of a price hike if I can get it right now in the wild, at retail. I'd rather pay that $18 to $20, and then instead I have to backtrack it.
Right, you're saving yourself some money in the long run.
But like as far as like, let's say third party, as far as Transformers and all that type of stuff, yeah, I'll cherry pick at times because I'm like, oh, I really like that, but oh shit, that's like I've just wasted $200, $300 on that, which I'll be happy with, but then I'm like, oh shit, I could have gone towards something else.
Fast food?
And got like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah,
But yeah, it's hard. I mean, because I'm juggling all the time, but it's not. If you look at it, I mean, it boils down to fuck. I'm a toy collector. It's like, what am I bitching about? I get to buy shit, so it's like, boo hoo, like.
We're the
you can't
worst.
get that or that.
We are the worst.
Well, and that's where I kind of like, because I just collect Transformers and Masterpiece Transformers.
Dildos.
Yeah, got a nice collection. Come on over. And I figured out the other day, I'm like, all I really want are the bots from season 1 and 2 and the bots from the movies for right now. And I'd like to have one
the
for
movies?
Yeah, the animated 86 movies. Let me rephrase that. So that's what I'm looking for. Season 1 and 2 and
I got some Revenge of the Fallen figures if you want.
Animated movie. And then I would like to have one of each. I'd like to have one for alt mode and then one for bot mode. And then from there, I'll just pick stuff as it comes in that I like. Because I went out crazy, like buying a bunch of stuff. Not buying a bunch of stuff, but just stuff that I'm looking around now. Like that Fans Project Mind Wipe, which is awesome, but it doesn't fit. I bought the Generations Brainstorm, doesn't fit. You know what I mean? So there's just things that I'm like, man, I don't really need. That's not really what I want. That's not like what gets me the most excited when I look at my collection. And so that's what made me think of this topic. And then I'll probably go back to collecting spray paint again after that.
Yes. Shout out to spray paint.
Yeah.
It's
Hard
hard collecting stuff. and where to put it all.
Yeah,
You
that's
start
really
looking like a fucking hoarder. Chug, you got like all the Cybertron stuff, Beast Wars stuff.
Look at your
Master Universe.
backdrop. And he
And
says,
this is just all boxes.
I don't want to be
I'm
listed
just-
as order.
So all your I mean, are those like over by your Lego set? Are those Black Series or Marvel Legends?
Those are Marvel Legends, right?
Are they still boxed or is that just boxes?
Those are still. Some of them have been open, but most of them have been. They're still in box. I have to get them out. I didn't realize, but I actually have the Absorbing Man set. I didn't know I bought that.
I don't even know what
you
you
have.
That's how you know it's like, oh,
That's bad.
So I didn't even realize that. I was talking on the Aftercast. I'm like, yeah, I want to get that Absorbing Man set with Spider-Gwen and all this, and I didn't realize that it came out. And when I shipped some of my stuff from BBTS, I'm like, oh, that's cool. But
check that off the box.
But yeah, I mean, it's difficult right now. My collecting's probably going to change a little bit because of family stuff, but it's difficult. I wish if I could go back and restart, I would totally try and focus on one or two. But when you get new stuff that comes out, like this, I had no idea about a 6-inch Star Wars series. So it's like, oh, that's interesting because I like DC Classics, I like Marvel Legends, so let's get into that. And I wish I could do the DTOF shelves, but that'd take too much money to redo all my shelving and everything else.
Yeah, it's like you're almost kind of committed to a certain way.
Yeah. So, and I don't sell anything either. I trade a little bit,
too.
but yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that too. Like,
Ace, your problem is you don't know how to sell.
This is the figure. I want this. Fuck you.
You and Jay Ruse are
That's an Acemilo sales thread.
Here's
Here's the figure. I want $100,000. Fuck you.
I'm not coming across the bridge.
I was just saying, I think it's just good. I think it's good to have some kind of idea, and it's okay if you're just like, look, I'm just a collector that has to have it all. But I think, I don't know who it is. I think it's Shatteredcast, isn't one of them that says, collect responsibly.
Yeah.
I think you do have to have. You don't have to. I, for me personally, have to have some idea of what I'm doing. Otherwise, I just find, I could wind up, 20 G's down a rabbit hole and be like, what the fuck is all this stuff?
Yeah, man. When I first
don't
started,
do that.
man, I had to be the first guy with the new shit.
Beast Wars Neo, what's that?
I was buying everything. It didn't fucking matter. I was getting packages every fucking day. Chug, Masterpiece, but that was before Masterpiece was the new kid on the block. Back then, Chug Scale was the way to go. So it was just so much out there.
I only collect Korean KOs from the 80s.
Yes, from the
Don't even
80s.
get me in the 80s. That's
From
shit
the
I
80s.
Oh, goodness.
recapturing the childhood, living the dream.
All right, so do we want to talk about Transformers for a little while?
Yeah, I guess we can.
All right, Jisk, you got some screen shares for us?
I will, but I will tell you this, that my wife just turned on the heater, and I think she's trying to cook me out of this room. And it's so damn hot.
He's probably trying to melt all the plastic.
She's just like, you know what?
He's gonna cook you out.
I feel like I'm in the oven.
So here's a question: If your collection was the melted figures, which company's figure would melt first? Just kidding.
Oh,
We'll get
like X-Trans Ollie, without a doubt.
Oh, come on.
That would be the first to melt.
we have it.
Come on, Ollie.
We have a trader among us, but we won't talk about that right now. So you got some screens. You got some screens.
Yeah, let me
Some screens, man.
screen share. And they're not in any particular order. So
We'll just talk about what you show on the screen then.
where are we? Right here. Nope. What's
Nope.
going on?
Macintosh.
Mac Million.
Macintosh.
Hold on.
Macintosh.
Dude, you so should have set your wallpaper to just something bizarre as hell.
Well, you know what's weird? It normally is something different, and when I had to reset my computer for the last show, I just restarted it. All of a sudden, this thing popped up, and I'm like, what the hell?
Hey, it's a mountain.
It's Yosemite.
Yosemite. Yosemite's Yosemite.
All right. Here's what we got.
I don't like it because there's nowhere to put the legs. Oh wait.
Yeah, there's no place to put the legs, so it's really a bad figure, and I'm gonna go for a
So we're
group
looking
of figures.
We're looking at Fans
Thank
Toys.
you.
Well, you have to remember we have an audio audience. We're looking at Fans Toys Mercenary.
I'm just glad you cut me
Which is
off.
Their
There's
shrapnel.
I think it looks good. I'm ready for it. I didn't get the box art because you know what? Some things just need to be surprised. You'll be surprised when you get it. Did I get the box art? No, I didn't.
Nope.
Glitching.
Yep.
I mean, I thought the bombshell looked great. I think this really looks good.
No, it looks awesome.
And their price point is pretty reasonable on this too, isn't it?
They're like what, $75?
I think it's like 80. Somewhere around there.
Yeah, but still, man. Hold on. Sun Surge was 100. So this is a steal. At anything less.
Diecast, baby, diecast.
It's cheaper because there's less parts in it.
Well,
There's less parts in it because it's cheaper.
Way to go, Fans Toys. Thank you.
It has a low. The money's all in parts count.
You always have the answers, Acemilo.
Yes, Deuce Milo.
The
You
Deuce.
got the question? I got the answer.
The Deuce.
Next is Make Toys Inferno.
Yum.
God, that thing's huge.
Yeah, it is huge. It looks damn good though, man.
Proves the
That
cars
is
are too small.
This is a hefty bastard too.
Yeah, we held him at TFCon, and he is glorious.
I think it looks good, but what's up with they're using the same feet for everybody? Those straight look like their hound's feet.
No.
I'm just pointing them out there. It looks good. I think there's some more photos in there, but I must have labeled them wrong. But so now we're going to move on to the Voodoo Toys Ironhide versus the Masterpiece Ironhide.
Oh, this is a lose-lose proposition.
No, it looks way better, man. The Voodoo looks so good. That Ironhide Masterpiece.
That
looks
Masterpiece
so
Ironhide
shit.
Figure.
is horrible.
They're both not there, man. They're both not. Oh God.
There's some more.
Painful.
Let's go through it.
Saggy tits.
They just made this the front chest area of the Masterpiece is what ruins it.
I'm gonna
The
tell you,
legs
man.
look great.
You
The
know,
legs look perfect.
I'm gonna stick with my eye gear for now.
The head looks derpy. On the
Derpy?
official-
There's a lot.
official-
Yeah, it does look
There's a lot more than the head that's derpy.
Like, what's up with these hip plates?
The
One's
car was
flat-chested.
fucking terrible.
I can't believe after all the chatter they haven't done anything about those hip plates. It just boggles my
I mean,
mind.
honestly, the Voodoo looks cleaner.
Yeah, at least the Voodoo went in and tried to put some pistons and stuff in here and like give
Yeah.
it some kind of design to the plastic.
The legs look good on the official though.
Yeah, that's what I agree.
And wow, which one
I
is it?
don't-
I can't tell which one worse looks.
I don't like the feet on the Voodoo. I don't like the windows. Like the legs do
Yeah.
look good on the.
Yeah, I don't like the feet also
I don't like anything about the Voodoo.
on the Voodoo. Yeah, well, we heard that before.
Those are both just like you're screwed either way.
Yeah, the back is just like, well, Takara looks a little top-wise looks better, but then they got the butt cheeks
Yeah. The
And those-
Takara one looks like a super link.
and the
with
legs
two
are just
robots
like,
for two-
wow.
That is exactly what it is, Jamie. It looks like one of those. Yes,
Oh,
you're
man.
dead on the money there.
Where's the side? Like even from the side, it's not bad, but man,
Come
that right there is like,
on.
jeez. What's up, Lead Belly?
Wow. Look at that gap on the Takara on the waist. Look at that.
So let's
Holy
talk about
shit.
this for a second. What are we being overly critical? Like, do you feel like
Yes, we are.
now to collectors, like that's the first thing everybody jumps to is, oh, it looks like shit, and they list their reasons why.
But do we deserve the right to be that critical? Yes, we do.
Just because you know they can make it better, like don't tell me you're an artist, not you, but you know what I'm saying. The guys that are making this, the engineers and the people that you're an artist, and you're looking at this saying, yeah, that looks good.
But
Dust,
you know what?
Dust,
like-
you're not an artist, by the way.
It's like what we got earlier to now. The earlier stuff was better to now, and you could tell that they changed the teams, and this fucking team is not on point. It's just not on point.
There was
Yeah.
that other one.
It's not consistent.
It's not. It's not. Well, when your last team fucking jumps ships and goes to other fucking companies, this is what happens.
So let me ask you a question on that Diaclone Voodoo Ironhide. Was the shoulder where it connects to the chest right here? Was it?
It's
is
all
that-
identical. It's all identical.
But is it noticeably gappy like that?
the
Like
same.
here you don't notice it. I'm sorry, here, but right there you see it, and it really just looks like it's all janky.
It's literally the same. And all the legs are all clear plastic. The front chest plate is clear plastic. It's all painted. The only thing that's not is the thighs and the arms.
On the
What do you mean it's
voodoo,
clear
on the
plastic?
voodoo, on the voodoo, from the waist down, it's pretty much like a skeleton. You got an innard, like a
and it
bone.
just wraps around.
There's,
bone,
yeah, there's like
everything
a
wraps around.
exactly.
Yeah, yep.
And all the things that wrap around are clear plastic that's painted.
And
Not
the
finished. I think
plastic
it's gonna fall
is
apart.
a little suspect.
So when you move his arms back, does it untab to like unconnect from right here? From like the shoulder? Does the shoulder unconnect from the chest? Because it looks like
Nothing really tabs in.
So it's all kind of held in there by its joints.
It's all friction.
Yeah.
It's all that's all one piece. The shoulders and that and the inside the chest, that's all one piece. And it just kind of folds back into the body.
Where this looks like the masterpiece looks like it's going to have like tracks. You know, tracks is the sides of it folded up.
Well, there is a video of the transformation. I forgot where those.
Of the Ironhide or of the voodoo?
Of Ironhide. Of Ironhide. There's like a CAD animation of it transforming.
Yeah, but that doesn't really.
It's not like somebody
It's not
playing
real world. Yeah.
Oh, exactly. No, yes.
All right. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like it's for the official ones, even though it doesn't look bad. Like, and not that I'm collecting to as an investment, but I do buy the officials too, just because I think when it's all said and done, they're what will retain value more so than like a third party. I think like 10, 15 years from now.
Yeah.
I may be
The only
wrong, but
reason-
that's what I'm thinking.
The only reason I'm going with official is because I know it's going to be built better than that, other than the voodoo piece of crap.
That's not necessarily true though now. Well, then voodoo, yes, but I'm just saying in general.
You know,
I'm not saying in general, I'm only talking about
Ace,
Ironhide.
Ace is just sore because he couldn't sell his black one.
I don't even care. It's just that figure is. I just don't want anybody else to buy it because it's so bad.
Now, going back to what you guys were saying about Sun Surge and how you get those extra accessory pieces. Now, we're getting quite a few with this official Ironhide. Do you guys think that that's great, or maybe they should have tacked on some of that extra stuff into the engineering?
I would have rather have
Exactly.
had them spend that on the engineering.
Yep. They're just there it goes. It's that
I mean-
whole tracks, it's that whole tracks theory, like here's tracks and it's really bad, but yet you could get this.
Right. I need a figure
You
and a
know?
rifle. That's all I
Yep.
need. I don't need some
So
other
now it's like Ironhide is really bad and you could get this to supplement how bad it is,
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Here's that. Here's that Make Toys again. That thing looks damn good, man.
How many options are we getting on that? 3?
Make toys.
Well, the MMC one's the Studio Ox version, and then
It's gonna have fucking. The Studio Ox version gonna have fins and vents.
pretty much.
And a
And
hammer.
then the
bumps.
X-Transbots is just a render at this point.
Yeah,
The
well,
only-
X-Transbots is usually going more for the G1 tune.
The only issue that I've seen so far is it looks like on the Make Toys the ladder on the back for both Inferno and the grapple is going to get in the way. So if you try and get him in a dynamic pose, it looks like that thing's always going to be.
Well,
like
we weren't like posing them at TFCon, but we did handle them at TFCon. I didn't
they
see any problems.
They don't. Do they retract or they just swivel in and out, or basically front to back?
I couldn't tell you.
That's the only thing that looks, just based on photos, like it may be an issue. Is it looks like it's always going to be like a peg leg type thing.
I got the grapple on order from them direct.
Do you think
Built-in
that's
stand. There you go.
What's that?
Built-in stand.
Yeah, exactly. Do you think that that's going to be released anywhere else, Ace?
Yeah, it's probably just an early release with a slightly reduced price, which will probably be the same after shipping anyway. So it's probably just an early way to get it.
Sweet, but yeah, man, this thing looks amazing.
Yeah, it does.
I'd be shocked if they didn't release the grapple on en masse.
Do you think this is going to have some diecast in it?
It does? And we felt
It does? Okay. Because I know like their smaller bots don't, but
He had two of the prototypes out in 2 different colors because he wanted people's opinions on the color, and one of them had diecast and one of them didn't.
Yeah, I remember
We
that.
asked him specifically, "Is the final one gonna have diecast?" And he said yes.
sweet. I'm sold on this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice. I will be honest. So which one's coming out first? Is it the grapple or wrestle?
Wrestle.
Most likely they'll
Grapple.
probably be done at the same time, and probably the grapple will probably be released first because the other one's gonna have to come on the boat.
This Inferno looks done.
Has to
What do they call
come
it?
on the boat.
Yeah, hashtag come on the
Hashtag
boat. That
come
was,
on the boat.
Chris, you're.
If you haven't done it,
We're looking at this.
if you've never done it, I highly recommend it.
Well, I was gonna go on a cruise this spring, but
I am going on a cruise in 2 months.
There you go.
By yourself.
with
by
your
myself.
mom.
All right. I forget the name of this
It's a
thing.
Lego boat.
Hercules.
Who makes it?
What the
TFC.
fuck?
TFC. Their waterhead baby.
They announced this thing. They announced this thing so long ago.
It looks. I mean, it's cool for what it is. But what is this thing gonna be like $160 too?
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And it doesn't transform.
No, it's like
You
a
even transform, bro.
Next.
It's just a waterhead thing, super deformed.
Toy World Devastator. Look at its hands. We already talked about it being monkey arm, but here's a picture of its hands, and they're slightly bent. But its shoulder down to its hands are going to be half the size of the Combiner Wars Devastator.
Can you bring it up a little?
Yes, sir.
Magnify. All right.
There's no
Cool.
pack of cigarettes for a comparison, so I'm a little lost.
But they
What's
have,
a gravity builder is going to be? What, 2 feet?
I guess I'll use the keyboard as a
No.
point of reference.
Gravity Builder, I think, is what's the size of like the Bruticus? It's like
Mama.
18 inches, something like that, or 16
About
inches.
there. Somewhere around there.
Here, I'll tell you right. Well, I won't tell you right now, but hold on a second. There he is holding a cup of coffee. I'm so glad they pixelated the back so I can't tell.
You can't tell what
It must have been, I want to know what they covered out.
What's going on over there?
What the hell were they looking at?
They were children painting toys while smoking. So
we kind of showed their faces.
Exactly, they're hiding out the ages. But that's
I
pretty
don't know
cool.
how young they are.
You can kind of see some of the engineering in the forearm and stuff.
I think they're doing the same thing with the forearms. They're separate pieces.
That like are going to be like trailers or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right here. Here's the
there
packaging
it is. You can
for.
see it right there.
So it looks like they're releasing the arms. So it's bulldozer.
Yeah, they're doing the arms first. Oh, it's going to come with pegs for the screw holes, huh?
Is that what that is right
That's
here?
what that is, yep. That's to cover the screw holes.
Yeah. I don't know. And an extra tread. What makes me wonder if the treads are going to be super delicate. I like that they give you the limbs too, like the hands. You don't have to wait for one final bot before you get all the pieces and stuff. That kind of bothers me. Just give me all the shit with each bot.
yeah, I'd much rather them give you a little bit with every figure. That way, you don't have that last figure that's $40 more than everything else because it's got all the bits with it.
Right. Here's the next one. Here's Unearth.
I
Unearthed.
suppose that it comes with the drills, which is the toy reference. You'll never probably use them, but...
They look kind of puny though in comparison to the size of the.
Okay, well, they were stupid in the toy, too.
Right.
Whatever.
But I'm just saying, like,
I don't know, what is the blue thing on the bottom right?
this right here,
Yeah.
tread. It's an extra piece of the tread.
Extra piece?
Yeah.
So that tells me that they're planning on
They're
it.
going to break. Yep,
Oh,
exactly.
and well, they
Kinda
only give
like,
you one for the last piece.
Kind of like the perfect that Leonidas come in with the extra tail.
You know, it's funny. As soon as I took that thing out of the box, I snapped it.
Oh.
Tail.
I
Well,
mean,
it's
I guess maybe this is something another option with that. I don't know. Don't be so negative. Don't.
If they're rubber, well, if they're rubber treads, they'll probably tear pretty easily.
They're not rubber. They're plastic.
Plastic?
They're plastic inner join pieces.
That's the last photo I have. I thought I snagged more, but I guess not.
Well, I guess that'll work then.
But here's the thing that's a bummer. All right, so look at their bulldozer in their render has black treads, and then it's going to have the green. I mean, I understand.
The green is accurate.
Right, I understand, but I just don't like the. I don't know.
Jam,
Yeah.
are you in for this or Gravity Builder or both?
Not right now. I'm sick and tired of Devastator.
I agree. I fucking totally agree, man.
I made a meme not too well. It was, I think, after this got announced. It was the John Goodman cocking the gun from Big Lebowski. Tell me one more third-party Devastator, and then I think we've seen 2 more since then. That one, and then the Legends series one, or the little bitty one.
Oh yeah, I can't wait.
I have to be honest,
Hulky.
There's not one yet that's like, boom, that's it. It's not
I'm
there.
looking for the photos of the Fans Toys reflector in comparison to the Makes Toys, but I can't seem to find it now for some reason. You there?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. All of a sudden I heard
No, we all left.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not because I'm not looking at the screen.
Just because alone, he's gonna just take the home show for the rest of the night.
That's cool. I wasn't looking at the screen. Let's see. I love the dead air while I'm looking for something.
Yeah, that's great. That's
Are you
great.
watching me look for
Somebody
something?
wanna-
Oh, we are watching you.
Somebody want to run through the chat again?
Yeah, why don't we do that? That Unique Toys Blur looks like it's coming out soon.
Yeah, any day now.
It's
Wait for
awesome. I'm
that.
not gonna
Wait
lie.
for that.
I'm just wondering if they're gonna give you a stand. It does have a port where you can put a stand, like the stand that came with tracks fits right in perfectly. It holds the weight and everything.
I don't care about the fucking stand.
I don't know, but it's
But
cool.
what do you
to
need a stand for? I'm a little confused about that.
Because he's a flying car.
have. Yeah, he flies.
Oh,
He's a hover car.
He hovers.
Kind of like what Dust
It's a
should have did
good
over the
figure.
toilet.
Here's my only problem with it is that
Yeah, nobody heard that joke, but you.
I
Chris.
did. I did.
Chris
was
did. That's
funny.
enough.
It
That's
was
enough.
funny because I was there. I remember it.
Uh-huh.
here's my
Wait a minute! Another TFCon toilet joke.
only problem
Wah.
with the Blur is that in my mind, again, I'm going off of the movie. Like Blur was kind of like a pansy character, and this character looks too tough. Like he looks like he's like, I'll get into some shit. When like the character in the cartoon was kind of a wuss.
I look at that fucking thing and it comes right out the screen on season 3. I've been watching it a lot. It's right out the fucking TV, bro.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I
I'm
highly
in.
recommend it.
I'm in. I don't know about quality or whatnot.
No, it's good.
Honestly, for me nowadays, it's like it don't matter anymore. I just need to get scratch that itch, man. I want it out the screen.
I don't
Toys
own
has
any
been,
other. Oh, go ahead.
Unique Toys has been hit and miss lately, especially with their Abominus.
Yeah.
I don't own any other unique toy, so I can't say. But it's awesome. The quality of this thing is great.
They're just inside of Abominus himself. It goes from amazing to shit to middle of the road.
Yeah.
Just in that one figure.
Yep.
Sweet. That's all I got for photos, guys.
All good.
Well, we have one more. We kind of delved into it there, but there's a lot of third-party companies that used to be on the top of the heap, and now they're at the bottom of the heap, scratching for crumbs. So, what happened to the third-party companies? I mean, why do you think there's been such a big change? Is it because us as collectors have changed our expectations? Are their figures actually worse, or the others just so much better? Thoughts, feelings?
I mean, part of it, especially if you're talking about like fans project, it's maybe they already had invested in so many figures. Like, oh, cool, we're straight for the next 3 years. We've already got everything we need. We've got our materials, and then all of a sudden, 25 other companies come out, and now everybody's in this game, and they're kind of like now they're behind because they planned too far to the future. I don't know if that's the case, but that's kind of what it seems like, because it seems like a shitty business practice to keep making a product that's crappy in comparison to your competitors.
Well, the thing about fans projects is they don't care about the market and they don't care about what people say they should make. Like I've heard it from the Maki Toys guy, from other people before that are closer to it. They don't care. They do what they want, and that's it.
So they're basically making figures for themselves, and whoever else wants to jump
Whoever
on.
wants.
Basically, yes.
Right. All right. Well, then
But
let's see how long that carries them.
Well,
they're really good.
it didn't carry too well because we transitioned to a different era of figures, and they're not keeping up. They're not. We went from the Chuck scale to the Masterpiece scale, and they're not keeping up with what we want as collectors.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is. It changed. Everybody wants this, and they're still doing that. And whether it's because their train is a little bit slower to get to that destination, maybe 6 months to a year from now, TFC Fans Project, which was killing the industry back then, will be on point with the new era of collectors. We want Masterpiece style, we want Masterpiece quality, we want that next level.
To be fair, TFC is trying, but they're not doing it.
Yeah, they're trying.
They're not doing the best job.
Well, you know what?
Trying.
Come on. The Detective and Iron Wheel, that shit was fucking, oh wow, bad shit, man. Even on a chug scale, that shit was bad. So
Iron Will seems like a good toy, but he just doesn't look good for anything.
once I saw the knee picture, man, wow. Oh, Iron Wheel, you're talking about TFC Iron Wheel?
Yeah, TFC.
Oh, I was talking Maki Toys.
Yeah.
Has
That's in
TFC stepped it up though recently? Like, aren't they releasing the?
Well, I got the two Leo Kaiser guys on the way, so we'll find out.
Oh, so you don't know if that's like a.
Yeah,
like
but you know what? They're still on that
Right.
chug scale. They're still, you know.
I don't care about. I'm a chug collector, so that doesn't bother me.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Like that,
Exactly.
so it's okay.
I'm more of a masterpiece collector, masterpiece scale, so that's where I shifted my shit to. So
I mean, it almost seems like it's a better move to make like those characters chug scale anyway. I think the masterpiece line is kind of more, not that it's more traditional, but I think that's what people think of when they think of masterpiece. It's just
yeah, but
a
honestly,
more
man,
traditional cast.
if you look at it, more people are going that route. More collectors are going that route, man. The chug's, it's dead, man. Chug's dead.
Well, Chug is dead. Also, Star Wars. Just
Dead?
because you and Hexatron asked me to talk about Star Wars, so there it is, Star Wars.
Sweet.
Pew
You
pew
should
pew 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 pew
check
pew
out our
pew.
Star Wars show.
We have a Star Wars show available on Realm Collectors.
That's all about
Yeah,
Star
go
Wars.
stop watching this and go watch that, and you're set.
Yeah, well, hey Hex, why don't you get on the part 2 of Star Wars, man? Our
There you
part
go.
2
There's
show.
your open invitation. If and when we can get it together.
Hey, man, it'll be soon, man.
Hey, what else we got, guys? We're ready to wrap this bad
That's
boy
it.
up.
I think
Yeah,
that's
it's almost 10 o'clock.
We're at the 2-hour mark. So let's go through real quick and let everybody tell the audience where you at. Jisk,
I am currently at home.
Hey,
Okay.
nice.
where you're
and
cooking chicken in your bedroom.
it's actually
She's cooking bad chicken.
it's cooled off, so she's either heard me. I don't know if she's watching the show. I doubt it. I doubt it.
I
But,
heard what you said about me.
But you can catch me at You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at jbotron. Yeah. Holler.
All right. Ace.
Yo. Mostly find me on Instagram at Acemilo. I'm everywhere, Acemilo. Twitter, YouTube, wherever. Check out realmofcollectors.com for all your Realm of Collectors needs. All the links to the Facebook and the YouTube and all that stuff is there. So check out the website. Also check out on the YouTube channel, Figure Banging, generally every other Wednesday. We should have a show this week, hopefully.
One Wednesday every month.
One Wednesday a month at this rate.
1
but
month every quarter.
4 shows a year.
Yep.
Hopefully we'll have one this week, so stay tuned for that.
All right. Dust.
Well, Ace just fucking nailed it, man. Ace just like Realm of Collectors this, Realm of Collectors that, blah, 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 blah. Dust Mites on Instagram, Dust Mites on the YouTubes, Realm of Collectors on the YouTubes. We have a Facebook group, Realm of Collectors. Sit there, talk with us. SoundCloud, if you want to hear some beats, Cobra Law Records on the SoundCloud, Dust Mites, and I'm done. That's it. I'm rambling.
All right.
Bitch.
James.
Bitch.
You can find me on Twitter, Victory Saber77. You can find me on YouTube, Victory Saber77. Also, the host of the Aftercasts. Also on the Cybercast, all on
Booyah.
Saturday. And Facebook, the Victory Saber77.
All right. Well, my name's Chris. You can find me at Pinkerton on Instagram.
Hi, Chris.
Hi, guys. You can also find me in the Facebook group, Realm of Collectors.
You can
The
find me in
newly
the
named
club.
Realm of Collectors. If you're not a member of the Realm of Collectors Facebook group, what are you doing with your life? You can also find us on Twitter at Enter the ROC. Also on IG at Realm of Collectors, which if you're following the IG, please follow the Twitter so you can get everything twice. Don't forget, we're taking tryout videos. We've actually had 2. Shout out to Codamus Prime and to Erictron, our only 2 so far. So keep those videos coming. Shout out to Toy Detox. We got Brave Swage and Tyler L. Tyler L.
Hey, I just want to bump in there. A shout out to Swage, man. He really stepped up on a certain issue this week, and a stand-up dude, man. Swage, thank you very much, brother.
Yep, thank you. Shout out to the Shattered Cast crew. All those guys show a lot of love to us. Nerd Rage Radio also.
Yep.
Shout out to the Aftercast crew and the Cybercast crew. A bunch of good dudes there. And that's it. That's the show for tonight. Thanks everybody for joining us. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you were here with us. Although I have to question your life strategy, but we appreciate it. Deuces to the crew. Hang out in about half an hour.
Yeah, give me about 20 minutes or so. We'll get there.
Fired up.
All right, we're gonna start this. We're gonna stop this.
Yeah, dude. So Dan just said he got his new Speedos in for his.
Wow.
He's gonna send an Anna's cap. I guess he's got some nifty little like. hair-
Extra tight.
Is he going with the Lionel look?
Yeah, exactly.
saw.
Blue. That's why he's sending it in. He's like, oh, they're blue. And
Wow.
orange.